We're back, baby, after a 3 or something day break. It is time for day 6 of the Swiss stage for Worlds 2024. We got 2 best of 3s on the docket because we ain't got no more best of 1s, baby. It's all advancement, it's all elimination from here. And we start with the 2-1 pool. So we'll see over the next, or well, just today, actually. I think it's flip-flopping between 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, and then 1-2, 1-2, and 2-2s. But we got 4 teams lined up here. Top Esports take on Dplus KIA, and Hanwha Life Esports take on FlyQuest, as it is the 2 seed of the LPL versus the 3 seed of the LCK. And then the champions of Korea and the champion of Korea, singular, and the champion of North America. One of these teams will be advancing from each of these sets to the quarterfinals. For Top Esports, it would be first time in 4 years that they made the knockout stage. Wow, it's been a long time, eh? For Damwon, Kia, Dplus KIA, Showmaker specifically, it would be his 5th time going to the quarterfinals after missing out for the first time. He made the first 4 quarterfinals of his career. He did not get knocked out in the group stage until it became the Swiss stage, where really the only reason we lost our second Korean team, only 2 Korean teams have failed to make it out of the failed to make it to knockouts. And that only happened because he had to face another Korean squad. So Dplus KIA can make it real easy here, as all 4 Korean teams can make the knockouts again. 3 of them have shots at the 2, or 3 of them are 2-1 right now. And Gen.G's already there. So this is actually a really good spot for Korea as a whole if they want to punch their ticket to regional dominance once again. But before you could dream of sending all 4 or all of your teams or all of your region's representatives to playoffs, you gotta make them first. And for Damwon, that's going through Top Esports, a team that is really solid on paper. They are a really strong team on paper, and they've just gotten Aurora. That is a very flexible pick, though we could... no, we're not going to make any guesses. It's not Yone, it's Aurora. We can really see this champ go anywhere. TES want to pivot it. Jax and Skarner locked in for Dplus here. And so the Aurora, already knowing what she's going to face, they could just lock in jungle top here, or jungle ADC, and keep that opportunity. But they're saying this is going into the hands of Cream, the new kid on the block. And 369 is going to be on tank duty once again. Tends to be the case. And a Wukong however so far would be interesting. Nocturne, I don't think Nocturne's the angle here. Even though it's very strong, it's been winning a ton of games. I don't know if Nocturne's the angle here for Top Esports. And apparently they agree. Given the Cassandra and Aurora, those champs don't really thrive with a Nocturne. And this is a Xin Zhao lock-in. Xin Zhao. Oh my god, words are hard. This is the first one of the tournament. First time this the only second time this champ's been acknowledged. I think the only other person to do it was G2. That was only a hover, so it really is not big. Or no, it's Umpty. Team Liquid hovered it earlier in the tournament, but that is really it. He has been pretty much just on the outside looking in for the World Championship. So we're going to see what Xiang can do. I can look into it. At least for this season, as he has 2 games of Xin this summer. And overall, 19 games of the champion. And he's done a lot of winning on it, so 12-7 on the champion so far this season. Let's see if he can make it 13-7 and put themselves on the verge of match point. Rel locked in for Moham here. And Silas taken away from Showmaker. They just have to get rid of it. Just got to get rid of it. It's been Showmaker. If you remember, Showmaker has been saying how he never really wanted to play AD mid lane. He didn't want to play Trist or Smolder. He was slow. That's why he was so slow to adapt to the meta. Because he just was hoping he would get like Trist would get nerfed. Like they would nerf her bomb or rocket jump. Or just anything, honestly, from Trist. Probably her range would be the first thing nerfed her. They would nerf Smolder again and kick him out as well, but never happened, so he's had to adjust. But with AP mids coming back into the fold, not fully, we've seen a good amount of Tristan and Smolder, but with Silas, Syndra, Aurora coming back into Orianna, LeBlanc becoming favorable mid lanes again, Showmaker, you just got to get rid of his champions. You can't give him AP mids right now. He is just thriving on the fact that he doesn't have to play ADCs every game now. And this is going to be one of those fun picks. Orianna, this is a really good lockdown comp from Damwon. I just need to see damage from them. They really need an ADC that can constantly fight and tie all this together. I don't know what they're looking towards here. They can't look towards... They should not look towards Ziggs. Let's put it that way. Dracula going to get Ashe. That would be really nice here. I don't think Damwon are missing out on anything with the Ashe. They aren't losing out. I mean, they are giving a very strong champion still. Jackie going to be a very solid ADC, and with Braum in the back pocket, he is going to be even stronger and more enabled. I don't think Braum is individually a good pick here. You really can't do anything, but still has damage denial, still has redirect. It's usually not something we have in League. I forgot. But it also has concussive blows, or it also gives concussive blows. It gives all of really good, just gives a nice strong slow. That's not a champion you should probably be thinking of here. Of course, has the hard CC of the Glacial Fissure, extra resistances, nice, actually really nice damage. I don't love the Smolder, but the Braum is a really good lock in here. This will make the Braum a little more valuable. I don't think it blocks Smolder ulti, but I don't love this pick. I wanted to see Dplus go for a bigger team fight oriented ADC. Something that can really get unleashed with all the engage this team has. Because they don't have a ton of damage right now. They have Showmaker and then hopefully Kingan's Jax, but that's really it. I don't love the Smolder pick here. Kai'Sa was taken away. That's a huge option, obviously, that you just can't get in your hands, but I don't think anyone's going to play Jinx this tournament, let's be real. Ezreal's still available. Varus still available. I don't think Varus would have been that great choice. You could do a lot with Varus, though, actually. So maybe it would have been the choice. Who knows? It's just Smolder feels a bit too much of a late game insurance policy for a team that doesn't need a late game insurance policy at this phase. That's the top esports emote. I think it's a very lazy emote, but you get to see a very cute Baron in it. But top esports, I think have the draft advantage here as they take on Damwon, Kia, Dplus KIA, whatever. I still call them Damwon because it's way better than what they have now in game 1 of 3 of this advancement match for the quarterfinals. Baby, it's so nice to be back. They have Kalista available. What? I forgot about Kalista. There's so many champions available. That's all that needs to be said. They had so many picks available to them, and I don't think Smolder was the choice. Just along Kalista and Ezreal, both available, and both of them just are so good at team fighting. I feel like Ezreal would have been the choice, but okay. They're just gonna have to show what they could do. They're gonna have to get this. I mean, they're gonna have to get aiming fed. And the downside is you don't have it in a solo lane, so it's not getting solo XP either. So it's still going to have to wait till mid-game to really start doing stuff. Smolder is okay early damage. I'm not a huge fan of Smolder early damage. Oh, an insta-pause. Okay. Top just getting into a position to get aggressive. We didn't even get a chance to see if there was going to be a response from D+, but it's time for a pause. Why not? That is momentum killing. Oh, it's so cold today. It is absurdly cold today, man. Kind of. I'm hoping the sun does its thing and heats up the planet, but oh, it's not gonna get that high up either. Oof. Oh, wait, hardware. Oh god. It's a potential hardware issue, which means it can. See. Man, it's so trippy to look at. It's on, but it doesn't look like it's on. But we got exactly a minute and 20 seconds into the game. We had about one thing happen. We saw maybe a mid trade, or at least mid spotting, and that's it. Dplus KIA are about to respond to a to an invade on their blue side, either with going to fight them or just go steal the other blue side, which is gonna happen. That seems to be the answer for us here. I don't think we saw a lane swap angle as well. Top Esports definitely aren't setting up a lane swap. They sent Gen.G and Mako to the other side of the map. They sent them into the enemy jungle. They are not lane swapping at this phase. I didn't check out where aiming and Mo were positioning, so maybe we got one on that side. Otherwise, it's gonna be blue. It's gonna be some vert jungling, and we'll have to see. Or I guess we'll get to see. Yeah, we'll just have to see how the vert jungle will get broken if they do commit to the vert jungle. Because honestly, as easy as it is to say, yeah, top esports are just gonna commit to the blue buff. There are so many times where teams go for a blue buff or for the enemy's jungle and then just decommit, which I think that's just my solo queue experience coming in, because my team never wants to commit to the invade after we've already successfully invaded. It's very weird. I can't imagine top esports are doing that, because they have a pretty good comp actually for this, because top esports have to walk into, or DK have to walk into them here. And okay, we will see a lane swap. Aiming is up there. I did not check if aiming was up there, but now with aiming spotted out, they know it's a lane swap. They've already sent 369 down here. They've already, well, actually, King already up there. How much is Tian gonna steal? Is it gonna be full clears from both sides, as we could just see both of them getting onto this blue buff here, or onto the enemy's blue buff, I should say. And this could be. I've been very against lane swaps, not just because they got very stale and tiring after a while, as Moham gonna just face check Tian there, but it was also that they kind of haven't been working for a lot of teams. Is Tian jumping onto Moham here again and just gonna chunk him down? This is gonna make this dive a lot easier for them. It's just been, teams have been not getting a ton out of the dives, which, or out of the lane swaps, which feels like you're messing it up a little bit. This is the angle for DK. This is the angle for them to get a really good value dive. Or not dive, sorry, lane swap, but it's gonna have to be Top Esports surviving. Kingan's level 3 right now, so this is a very difficult lane to dive. As there's the jump in, though. He has no counter-strike now. Tian taking the turret. It's going to be first blood to Moham. But can they at least get the cleanup kills? They can. 369 will trade it. And first blood to the support ain't that bad. And gonna try and get some CS here. There's the Q3 connecting. The Q connecting, sorry. As Kingan going to get moved. Flash away from Mako. And there's the W from Jackie Love. It cost a lot, but they're going to get Kingan. But he is pretty pretty set. Or at least Jax, but you know what I mean by he's pretty set here. Level 3. He's got only 4 CS, though. But he has a little bit of gold from that assist, thanks to Moham having the ignite and the turret aggro staying up. They get a lot of flashes here as well. And then they have Mako's flash, Jackie's cleanse, 369's flash, and Jackie throws in the W and just walks out. So they get a lot out of that counter dive. But it is still good for 369 or for Top Esports. I always say the two interchangeably. I don't know why. But it's a pretty big CS advantage in mid right now. The wave does need to die, but I don't see it. Like, the math is not mathing. That's not going to even out very cleanly. Showmaker has successfully gotten advantage. As Lucid has shown up, he's going to take his wolves back. 369 is forced to just back off. Moham playing good bodyguard here as Kingan's getting shredded up by Jackie Love at the moment. And now Mako here. And this means that Kingan just has to back off. He sees 3 members of Top Esports down here, and that just... It is not a very strong position for DK. As now Mako rotating over. They want this Gromp. They want to get Lucid off his camps. They're behind a little bit of CS. As the lane swap is coming to an end, and even through the kills, I think it was not that bad for Damwon here, to say the least. Aiming's gotten a slight CS advantage. Got some nice gold. Did get a turret plating on top of it, and 25 stacks in. Got some nice stackage. I'd say this is a pretty successful lane swap for Damwon. They went 2 for 1, though, which is the downside here. But now they have no flash on Mako, and that means he's going to get driven into. He's going to get ignited, and he's going to fall to aiming. And, well, post-lane swap means that's something that... That doesn't add to the value of the lane swap, but that is still a quite good thing to have happen. As Damwon go really clean off of the return to normal lanes. That is pretty nice. And the gold's dead even once again, as it was slightly uneven, but it was a slight lead for Top Esports, but now they have completely lost it. And it's going to be a Grubs Drake trade. We've seen this so many times. It's just standard it's just tradition to trade these out. Showmaker building a nice lead for himself right now. What is that? 21? Casual 20 CS ahead right now at 7 minutes. Oof. This is a brutal lane for Cream, which is making me look bad, to say the least, as Jackie just has to sacrifice a stack for the CS. Good old-fashioned CS. Mid lane is not going well for Cream, But Jackie Love gonna chunk down Moham here, forcing the flash out. That arrow's gonna connect with Tianwa, or with Lucid Watch. Oh, but aiming, getting locked down here, forced to cleanse, and I don't think he even cleansed on time. It looked weird. It looked like he cleansed early. But that is the anti-stun available. That is really the only thing stopping the concussive blows from killing aiming here. So if Top Esports want to get aggressive, they can, as it is just Moham down here as far as they know. They don't know Tian's down here right now. Another plating. And Top Esports just bully with the level 6 Ashe and Braum. This is why this matchup is so difficult for so many lanes. The threat of Ashe, who can stack concussive blows so quickly. Other champions obviously can do it pretty quick as well, but Ashe, just adding in the slow, it makes it so hard to run away. And the initial stack, if you get hit by the Winter's Bite, I believe it is. Not Frostbite, that'd be a thing entirely, but just getting hit by the Winter's Bite initially adds so much, just drops your speed so much that Ashe follow-up is inevitable. As 369 going to get another plating for himself here in the top lane. TES and such. It looked like it was going to go so well coming out of lane swap for TK. They had a CS advantage. And they still have that CS advantage in mid, forcing the flash out Showmaker, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, almost connecting. Great play from Jackie Love there. But such a CS advantage in mid. They had a small but decent enough CS advantage in bot lane. I mean, they just killed Kingen. But now sorry, all that as well. But now back into the lane swap. It is Top Esports in still a good position. It's playable for DK, but it is very much Top Esports sided right now. As they're going to continue to take out this turret. 369 is holding as best he can in this bot lane. Here comes Kingen, though, which means that 369 is just going to have to give this over. So DK should get at least one more of these. I don't know if they could finish the turret quite yet, as they're going to continue to pressure 369 off the turret, or off his bot lane, off of his farm and XP, as Top Esports take the top turret. They finish it off. Jackie Love getting that first turret gold to himself and continue to expand the gold lead in the bot lane, as eventually Dplus will finish off this turret. As a pulse comes through again. Another hardware. Gonna guess hardware shoe. It might be a recurring problem. But it is another pause coming through, and this time there is a lot to talk about. Top Esports are in control here, but Dplus aren't making it easy for them at all. They've been answering back a lot of their plays, but it all just stems from that bot lane dive. It kind of sent things into a tailspin for Kingen specifically, as he would just continue to not really game. He has caught up in farm, but he just is losing out in turret shove because Cassante can clear the wave so much faster than a Jax can. And so much safer. If Jax tries to go for anything, Cassante could just W. What are you going to do about it? He can either just jump away from it, or he can force engage onto the Jax and say, we're fighting now. You have no counter strike. Tank my Q autos and tear through my shield. So it is, that top lane was a bit tough. They get some advantage back on the bot lane. They definitely have advantage in the mid lane still. Showmaker is Showmaker. I'm sorry these keep moving, but they are so easy to move when I'm just sitting and just stretching, like just pressing against them. It's really easy to move my armchairs. Sorry, or chair arms. Whatever. But Showmaker's kind of been pulling the gold lead back by himself. Aiming's had some moments to pull it back, but those turret platings going into Ashe in the top lane now means it is out of reach for a little bit longer. They're going to need to finish off this turret, which we would have seen them do had there not been a pause. I don't remember how many stacks are on the smolder, because that's also going to really come into that's going to come in clutch, because that is your kind of your champ you need to scale. Your consistent, it's your team fight damage right there, because Ingen is going to be either unable to get in or is going to be a target to blow up. Showmaker has burst, but not consistent damage throughout his team fight. So, Smolder's your consistent team fight damage. And, gonna have to be that. It's just gonna have to be a Smolder coming in to carry here. As the graphics have been obliterated, we have what we have now. Work around it, as it is a 1k gold lead for Top Esports through turret platings and kills. And that is in spite of them being down 27 CS in the mid lane. They have such an advantage on the Ashe right now, it doesn't matter. As this is going to be another plating for Jackie Love. Tick, tick, tick. Well, we don't see it. Nope, it's still up. It's on 1 health. The threat for top here, not going to be for the turret, but it's going to be for Drake number 2. They want to deny Dplus the opportunity to scale. And that means taking this dragon away from them and stalling out their potential Drake soul time. And now 1,500 gold lead. The gold lead has expanded. That is already Iceborne Gauntlet. I believe Iceborne Gauntlet is insanely cheap, if I'm not mistaken. As, ooh, China Crystal are not going to connect, but there's the concussive blows onto aiming. Are they going to get this dive off successfully? No. They're not even going to go for the dive in the end. As our play to go down while we were while they were on Drake. Is that what happened? Lucid does not win these. Just objectively does not beat Tian here. He will get the Heartsteel stack though. But they don't. They cannot get that. Ooh, 12 CS lead in top lane. Still a 25 CS advantage in mid though. That is kind of just going to be there. Aiming starting to get locked down by Jackie for a second, as turret plating has fallen entirely. This should be another turret though for Jackie, as it will. The crash down, the magnet storm come through, but here come the teleports as Lucid's getting 1v1'd already. Moham will fall early. This fight hasn't even gotten started yet. The Between Worlds means both members remaining for DK fall. King is teleported down here, so is Showmaker. It is not where you want to teleport to. The health bars are so high for most of Top Esports' members. The shockwave comes through. Showmaker's just going to die here. This should go into the hands of 369. And Top Esports are playing so well in this first game. It is a tough pair of teleports, to say the least, for Dplus KIA, because that, this fight's already over. Look at the health bars on Lucid, Aiming, and Moham. There's no chance that you should be teleporting to this play, but they teleport in behind. They tried maybe to get a play here, but by the time they even had a chance, Top Esports were so far ahead in the fight. They already killed off all 3 members by the time the teleports were fully completed. Just 4 for nothing for Top Esports. They don't even get pressured into giving up a kill. He wasn't even uncoordinated. Top Esports just had so much damage there. I think they maybe could have teleported earlier, but they weren't going to teleport until Top Esports committed both of their teleports. So that's why Top had their members come in earlier. They had the better vision, the better wave placement, so they can come in quicker. God damn it. Oh, we're back. Oh my goodness. 1,500 in the bot lane alone. It is not going well. Just the mid lane gap has closed pretty much entirely. As maybe they've gotten the jump onto Tian, and they have. The lockdown means he will fall, but he's going to get out with the crescent guard. Are you kidding me? And Bohem's just getting shredded here. He found the engage, and he had to run away. And somehow, it is a 1-0 for TES? Tian should not survive there. What the heck? Tian goes so aggressive here. And they're going to jump in onto him. They can. And he's still alive. And then he's going to use his ulti to knock King back and escape. Oh my goodness. That is a very well played play by the world champion jungler, Tian. That actually is kind of a genius play to save himself and make it a 1-for-1. Or make it a 1-for-0. As Dplus will at least get something in return. It's a first turret for them. It's still over 3,000. Is that 4,000 ahead right now? Yes, 4,000 ahead. And first of the Soul Drakes will fall. Yes, on top of it. Gonna get this tier 2 in bot. Almost get this tier 2. They should be able to grab it. Dream thought the wave was going to be a little bit closer. Void might kill it, which means Dream will get the credit for the kill. And now the last thing that was keeping DK potentially in this game is now gone, as Dream has taken the advantage here in the gold, and it is everything going Top Esports' way. They're looking on a 6,000 gold lead. Potentially, is Tian going to get the engage onto Moham? King in comes in, finds Jackie. Are they going to be able to find the damage? No, they can't. They lock him down. They make sure Jackie survives. They'll give over Cream. But is there enough damage? Moham's so low right now. Lucid's just getting shredded. Tian forced to flash away from the Impale. And it's a 1-for-1. They spent so much to get him. And Jackie only burns cleanse. He doesn't even flash. Fearless. My guy is unafraid, just look at his positioning. He's going to go follow. They don't know he's over the wall, so they don't know Kingan's here. So this is actually fine positioning. Kingan thought about going in onto Tian and sees the opportunity. Shockwave. Okay, they do block them on. Counter-Strike into Shockwave into Grandmaster's Might. And it's only a cleanse. They spend everything on Jackie, and he's still going to live. And it's still going to be a 1-for-1. Just so well layered from Top Esports to make sure that there was no chance Kingan was getting un-CC'd. He was going to get a chance to hit the 2 autos he needed to kill off Jackie Love. This is dangerous. Dangerous games. Top Esports are playing so well right now. It is unbelievably well. played by them. Just continuing to exert their pressure across the map. They're at the part of the game where they can do this. They're 5,000 gold ahead, and they've locked down Lucid. Oh no, the triple CC, the quad CC, whatever it was. Just play around it, and that should be the Baron here for Top Esports. 6,000 gold in the lead. There's no enemy jungler. Kingan's at least going to grab a turret in the bot lane, a bounty. Try and cut the gold lead down, but it is not looking good. And the teleport coming in from 369 means tier 2 will stand tall. And now it is time for the purple to come in. Bohum going to get targeted here, but it is at least enough to kill off this turret for now. But Kingan's getting chunked. Kingan forced to flash. They're going to try and lock him down here. They send the squad. Mako has the flash over the wall. Counter-strike. But now Cream is here. They're going to use the Grandmaster's might, but it's not enough. It's Cream taking out Kingan. And it's a flash for flash overall, as Mako burns his flash to try, well, to just eventually knock down Kingan. It was a bit of a try, but they get the kill, so it's not that bad. Top are rolling this game, which is a bit of a, I guess, a thing here. Dplus KIA, their last game was, oh my goodness, it had to be, I mean, every team's last game was long ago. But for these two teams, last games are going to be very different as Top Esports putting on the pressure. Top Esports have one less day of rest, which means they've played more recently. And they won their most recent game, which obviously changes how you feel coming to the game. Even if you're not aware of it, it changes a little bit about the game and how you're going into it. Top Esports' last win was to get them into the advancement as the mid-card falls. 4-3-6-9 there. Dplus KIA's last game was a curb stomp at the hands of LNG. And that was a day before. As nice buff, or not even buffer, just nice play from Mako through the Q at the Skarner. Realized that that is not a target that you could Q, and threw down the Glacial Fissure. So if DK can play around it, it's just not likely that they will be able to play around it, because it is really difficult for them to find any fights that one ulti is not going to be the difference maker for them. It is, they need to get a lot more than just one ulti down to get some advantage in a team fight here. They're going to need a whole member dead. Top Esports get the their third Drake of the game as well on top of it. And that is a 3-item Jackie-Love. 4-0-4 Ashe. That is 3 items already at 24 minutes. This is a very fed ADC, to say the least. And this Smolder is just I say just getting, this is about when you want to see Smolder stacks. Where you want to go as has gotten the 3rd item on the Smolder as well. So it is answered back by Dplus. And now stacking complete, the Smolder is Smolder, or can do Smolder things. Are they going to be able to do it? Is that gold diff is only going to continue to go up? There was once where it was a small dip, and it hasn't been one since. As Arrow not going to connect with anything, they're just going to keep pushing this in. 369 threatening this bot tier 3. And they're just trying to get the numbers in their favor. They know they can win a 4v4, but they just need to find the time and position to do it. They're just going to rotate to mid, shove that in. As Cream is going to be able to solo shove in the top lane. 369 going to shove in the bot lane by himself as well. It is so hard for Dplus to play around this. They have a 1-item Jax. He's going to get a 2nd item now, it seems. Come on. Oh, he can't buy it. Yeah, he has to stay. Has to answer another wave. This is, my God. It is so difficult. That is oh my goodness, not even a Thornmail finish. Not even a, assuming Steric's Gauge. No, Sundered Sky. Okay, I was going to say Sundered Sky, but I was like, Steric's kind of has a similar build path, doesn't it? It is Sundered Sky for the Jack's 2nd item. Thornmail finish, now 2nd item. As support is just a full item ahead, I see. Okay. Sorry, phone wanted to yell at me. Ooh, and now with the Executioners coming through for Jackie, this is Jack's nerfed. This is Skarner nerfed. This is a dangerous game. Or not a dangerous game, a bad situation to say the least. As jumping onto 369. He's going to go all out, and he's going to use it to be able to flash the wall. It's going to be difficult, but aiming can't chase down. Teleport burned from Cream, though. Okay. Cream is just going to play around his top, or around the top lane for Top Esports once again. No teleport means he's got to hang around here for this Baron potential take. Potential Baron take. There you go. That's how English. Meanwhile, 369. He's going to go down mid. He's just going to make it a 1-4 split. You can take over this bot lane king, and I don't really care. As Top Esports, they want a Baron here. Arrow. Going to connect. Oh, another good flash from Showmaker. Another good flash force from Jackie. These are so pinpoint from him. Jackie is so good at these, apparently. Apparently, Jackie's really good at this. You could have fooled me, man. That's 2 arrows pinpoint on where Showmaker is standing. And that is what you get when you have such a strong vision advantage. Cream going to get a nice chunk onto Lucid. Ooh, and there's the mom going down. And Top Esports can keep getting keep getting things like that burned by just positioning in the top side. They're going to keep doing it because they are waiting for an opportunity for them to just shut the door on Dplus and not look back in this game. Because we're coming on another 7,000 gold lead. It's been hovering around here for a bit back and forth. But Dplus are the first team to move into the river, but they're also going to be the first team to be forced out of the river because they cannot fight Top Esports on fair footing. Soul point is, well, just the Drake Soul is what is at stake here. King and Lucid, and they find an angle. They're going to pull Tian out. They're going to get the smite through. Suppress means no smite, baby, as the lockdown onto Cream is huge. It's going to be Jackie Love going unstoppable, but it's going to be a 1-for-1. There goes Cream. King into 369 fighting in the back line, but here comes Tian. He's going to be able to get the golden out. The stasis is there. He's going to be able to flash over the wall, but Lucid getting locked down. It's a double kill for Jackie Love, and Top Esports are winning the fight. And no Drake Soul, but they get the numbers game again. And they get the Baron, though, is the question. As this is a bold take, but doesn't seem that Dplus KIA are going to answer. They have so much damage right now. Jackie is so fed. He is absurdly strong. And I believe DK are just going for positioning right now. They're not going to try and steal the Baron. It will be only 4 Baron buffs. Cream not alive to get it, so he will just get the gold from it. The Cream spotted out, and there's already 4 members piled around aiming. Cleanse out, and he just doesn't Doesn't get anything. Immediately gets himself stunned. Wow, I did not see that play from Cream. That is pretty bad. That's a pretty rough Aurora play, to say the least. But the pressure forces King into flash out to safety. And Lucid's isolated at that point. And now Top Esports sitting. Coming in on 8K now, actually, which is going to be a new highest gold lead. As Kingen just going to answer this, just try and push in this bot lane. Top Esports are knocking on the base, Kingen. I don't think you can go for this push. Trying to stop at least bot lane from getting sieged is a noble cause. But your base is being sieged, Kingen. Okay, he gets it fast enough, but Mom gets blocked as there's the jump in onto Lucid. The turret will fall. Moham getting chased down. Impale onto Tian. He's going to be able to jump away. Moham will not do that, unfortunately. Falls to Cream. And King, it's finally here, but it's already 2 members down for DK. And Cream looking for the triple kill here. Continuing to just assert his pressure as Jackie and Cream are full health. Jackie and Cream are perfectly fine to sit here as 369 teleporting back in. Gonna keep the minion alive. 369 looking to get this backline zoned off as Kingen is getting completely denied any opportunity to play. They're gonna finally get 369 down. No, they won't. It's going to be 4 kills only for Dplus KIA as they get rolled in game number 1. And it's Top Esports on the verge of the knockout stage. 1-0 in this series. And it's on the back of who better than the best carry, maybe the best AD carry in the world. Jackie Love once again getting it done. No deaths. I think 7 or 8 kills that game. Oh my goodness, sorry. 7 or 8 kills that game. No deaths. Nearly 100% kill participation. I'm dying, apparently. Hi. But Jackie Love, it wasn't all by himself, but he was such a crucial factor in those team fights that Top Esports are just constantly reminding everyone why he is widely regarded as one of the best ADCs in the history of the game. And Top Esports are once again getting rewarded for their play. And they're up 1-0 here. They have a chance to send Dplus KIA back to the 2-2 pool. Last year, they fell at the hands of regional opponents KT Rolster in the 2-2 pool. And sure, it would be I'm certain it would be some deja vu for Showmaker if that were to happen. But they still got to finish out this series. But Top Esports don't make it look very difficult in game number 1. And there is a chance they can cruise to a game 2 victory. But we'll have to see if TES can close it out or if Dplus KIA have something in their books to turn the tables here and send us to a decider in game number 3. I'll see you for the second game of TES DK. And it is time for game number 2, or almost time for game number 2. Top Esports kind of just roll over Dplus KIA in game number 1 and now sit 1 win away from the top 8 of the World Championships, from joining up with Gen.G and a team that they probably could have beat, LNG, in the quarterfinals already. They still got to win 1 more, though, so it's up to Dplus. What do they want to show us? That tells us that they belong here. They don't just want to be at the World Championships. They deserve a shot at the quarterfinals. And it starts with the same exact draft ban or same exact pick ban as previously. Top Esports don't need to change a damn thing. They are confident in what they can or cannot give DK already. It really is on Damwon to take away something, and that is going to be Jackie Love's Ash taken away. Finally be able to actually... Oh, we can actually check in on it. Oh my god, let's see. Honestly, the numbers. 6-0-7. Damn it, I thought he got one more. Is this going to be the Yone ban? I didn't even notice it, but... Or, I mean, I didn't mention it, but it's not the Yone ban. But Showmaker's not going to pick it. There's no way. Oh, baby, it's locked in immediately. That is going to be... That's a confident lock. We did see King on it before. Let's go see. As that is an instant response with the Aurora and the Skarner. Kingen has played it into FlyQuest, went 3, 4, and 8 on it. And we'll have to see if he can recapture some of that magic. Sedge going to be locked in with the Jax. This is going to be Showmaker on the Yone here. Okay. We'll see that. I don't know if he's played it this season. Only this season. 2 games on it. Over the course of his career, 6 games on the Yone. And Kusante into Jax here again. 369, you got to feel confident coming into this game. He is 1-1 on the Yone this year, just for curious. Won it against KT Rolster with it in the regular season, and then used it in playoffs. Lost 2-1 in that game. So we'll have to just see what. But we're going to see what DK want to take here, because for Top Esports, this is almost identical to game number 1. They lost. What the hell did they even have in jungle last game? I should have remembered this. I could just check. I'm like, it was Zit. That was a weird. Yeah. I was like, it wasn't Sedge. They didn't just swamp jungles. It was just Tian stealing away Lucid's jungle. Ice and Renata giving me the final ban. So we're gonna hit 3 ADC bans, 4 bot lane bans, obviously, as everything shown. 2 supports taken away from DK, and 2 ADCs taken away from Top Esports. With their pick of the litter, they kind of just can take whatever they think the strongest ADC is here. And that's why they were so comfortable banning away a bunch of ADCs. I think they should have banned away other champions, but they will take the Rel here. Really tanky comp. They're going to need a big damage dealer from Jackie Love. Bream going to be on a pretty solid Aurora. We saw it last game. It did quite a bit, but it's going to be on Jackie to be the core teamfight damage now. And then Oham should be able to lock in whatever he wants. And then whatever his ADC wants, they can kind of go a couple angles here. There's a couple teamfight ADCs if they so choose. We saw the Kalista hover. Could go with the Misfortune lock in. Misfortune Leona. I still have such bad memories of having to play that and play against it back when it was so much better than it feels like it ever should have been. But going to be a pretty good team fighting comp with a Jax on it. Yeah, don't ask. It's a good team fight comp with a Jax for Dplus KIA. What do Top Esports have in them? The question. They could get the Kalista. They could get the Ezreal. Both of these would be nice choices. It is just, what do they think Jackie's going to do best at? What is going to give him the best opportunity to carry this game? It's going to be the Kalista Rel. Kalista, 1 loss. Who the hell lost on Kalista? Okay. Trying to figure out how many. Figure it out. Where's the loss on Callista? Why do I feel like it was my team? It wasn't. It was Titan. Oh, T1. Yeah, that was the first. Right, I forgot about that for a second. That was a fun game. But that is besides the point. I need to see how cold this is. That's not cold at all. That smells. Okay. Really hot. Sorry, coffee. I don't really know what Top Esports' comp is going to do. They have 3 tanks. I mean, they have Cassandre, so who's, I guess, a bruiser? Is he supposed to be a bruiser? He doesn't feel like one. He feels like a tank most of the time, and then occasionally becomes a one-shot machine. But I'm leaning towards DK here. They just feel like they have the better comp right now. They have the better cohesive. They have just really solid cohesiveness right now between their champions. It is really up to TE. Like, for a team that just rolled their opponent, it is really up to Top Esports to show us what these champs can do here and how they can navigate these team fights, because Hanwha just drafted a really solid comp. Just, yeah, that we'll just have to see, because I don't know what Top Esports are going to do in this fight, or in their team fights. They're going to be a really strong pick comp, or a really hopefully strong pick comp. Well, that we'll have to wait and see as well. Mako, this face check is dangerous. And the flash over the wall will get over. Is alive. What matters here? That is the support mindset right there from Vetty. The I have Hex Flash. This is perfectly fine. Yeah, that is, I mean, that is kind of true, but also you did burn your flash, especially on a champion like Rel that is so valuable. So we're normal lanes as well. Okay. Let's go, Showmaker. Let's see what you got. Ooh, nice dodge there for 3-9. It does nothing, but it looked nice, okay? I want to see Showmaker before. We haven't really gotten... We have not gotten to see Yone, Showmaker this entire tournament. Let's see. But this is a painful match for Showmaker so far. He's just getting completely outranged. Just continue to just get bullied. Jackie getting zoned off for now. Kind of a problem. DK just gonna slow push this wave and stack it up, and this is a really good position to start this game. As the jumping onto Jackie Love is there. Cleanse comes out late. Moam is getting locked down, and first blood goes to Mako. And Rel, 2 for 2 in this series now. What the? Okay. King unspotted here. Cream gonna get jumped on. Do they have an answer? Flash follow, and that means Showmaker gets the execute there. And that is a great response for Dplus KIA after what just went down in the bot lane. Moham just forgets what champions do and gives a free 400 gold over to Mako and a free 200 over to Jackie and gives over all the lane pressure. Kingen, nice rotation there. Great rotation that turns into a gank angle. And they get both summoners out of Cream. Oh. Kind of got to guess which way they're going to dodge. Dodges the Q, but that's... Or dodges the auto Q. About it. This is so... Okay, this is back to you. Oh, 100 gold difference. You can't even buy an item with that. You can buy a singular board as Moham and Mako are fighting each other in the low river brush. It's just looking like it was going to be a potential dive or a potential gank angle for Lucid. It doesn't end up being that. Tian gonna think better of trying to jump on who has Soul and Bound still. Ingen has advantage for now. There's no all out for 369 to just throw him into turret range. And it's going to be Kingen pushing some advantage. Getting the damage chunking onto Showmaker. Jackie looking to get aggressive again. Mako's here. Mako has flash available. It's just going to not even need to... And Mako using the brain there. Ooh, ooh. Baits out aiming. Q flash is such a threat. And they know Mako has flash because they can track that. They just track it. They're just smart players. But they know Mako has flash. So aiming knows Q flash is a possibility. And he's just for... Because it's so hard to... Like, it's just instant. It's so hard to react to. You have pretty much no time to see if it's happening. Because the flash is instant if you buffer properly. Like, the stun goes the second you flash it. He has to flash that, and that is... Oh my goodness, that is really good. Mako is playing the mind games right now. As maybe all the grubs over to DK, but maybe Tian has an angle that we don't know about here, as Cream isn't even here yet. The fact that DK are letting themselves get pushed off of this is insane. Okay, we'll be 2 for 1 still. But there's the drive. There's the between world Showmaker. The fate sealed goes in. It connects onto Jackie. It's going to be 1 for nothing so far. Can Tian find the damage? He will. He'll find Showmaker. The stun coming through onto Tian right now. He's able to get out for the time being. Cream looking to do a lot more damage. As there's the CC onto Moham. Tian for Moham traded. Cream, do you have the damage? It's a double for Cream. And the flash from Lucid will end the fight. But that is a decisive win for Top Esports. I think it was a general fight win. It does start really poorly. I don't know why DK were positioning so passively, but how did they leave Jackie alone here? That is a good question. They leave Jackie alone. But then the fight just turns... With everything burned and no bullet time, this means that DK have no way of just ending this fight and saying there's nothing left for you to do, because Cream's always going to have the ability to chase down here. So much damage. Cream just hoping his autos... He had enough mana to keep throwing out some rotations, but that was autos and a dream at the end there. And the lane swap coming through. Ooh, good catch out by Showmaker there. Haven't spotted Lucid yet. As Tian saw him and he's going to leave. He saw Lucid and decided that it's probably not the best idea. He could have brute forced it, but that would have been Lucid just ult following over the wall. As the rock connects, I don't think that hit. Oh, this is under. Why did they buff Yone? Man, this is unbuffed Yone. 81% win rate at Worlds. Unbuffed, by the way. Yeah, he got a buff the very next patch. Or, well, 2 patches later, I guess. Absurd Yone just got buffed. It's moronic from Riot. As they're trying to jump onto Amy, but they don't have it. And now the lockdown onto Jackie. He's taking so much of the bullet time. And then Moam should have the damage to finish the job here. But Jackie's going to be able to kite away thanks to Mako. And that is such a good fight for DK to take, though. So strong. Just very dangerous. That bullet time barely felt like it was connecting. Kingen? Oh, doesn't quite get the wall, but he's going to get the follow. Why ulti that late, Kingen? 369 with the solo bolo in the swap top lanes. And Kingen's going to be able to, or well, not Kingen, 369 is going to be able to expand his gold lead. He already had the advantage, and then you just add in the casual fact that he's now also has a solo kill on top of it and free reign of this bot turret. That is interesting from Kingen. Now, Top Esports taking second set of grubs. Is Lucy going to be able to get in the pit here? As just one more, and Top Esports are going to get everything they want, but they're going to lose Jackie Love for it. They just forgot to damage him. They didn't need to. 3-man impale, but I don't think there's any follow-up here for Top Esports. And DK find the fight. They'll lose out on the grubs, though. Lose out on the mites. They were the ones with the advantage. Oh my god. Jackie Love again just left to get caught by everyone, by his team. Maybe positioning a little bit too aggressively. It's the fight just falls apart without Jackie Love there, obviously. That's tough. Aiming going to get the Thirster finished as well, as the 2 top lanes are jiggling around, turning. And this is a very stark difference from game 1 Jackie Love, where he was just dominating. Just completely rolling on this Ashe. He is now struggling on the Kalista. As Showmaker getting jumped on. There's the double lockdown. And there's the kill for Tian. And it is so difficult to play around that one. He pretty much just had hope for Q3 or Flash, and neither of those are going to come true. It's a turret, a pair of turret platings, actually. 2 Top Esports is everyone. And could be more platings for Cream and Jackie, as Tian going to get jumped on by Lucid. Echo going to reset there is interesting call. Demon able to invade the jungle here. They're going to get spotted out. But I think Top Esports have to just give it. But if Moam's just going to face check here, Cream is more than okay with just taking the kill. But aiming's here now. There's the lockdown onto Cream. Showmaker gonna get the kill. And that is a good turnaround from Dplus KIA's Lucid. Able to jump over the wall. And that is the danger here. They have no consistent damage. And what are you face checking, Jackie? And he goes too far forwards. It's going to be aiming getting that one, as Tian just forced to flash follow onto Lucid. And it's a 2-for-1, an extended 2-for-1 for Dplus KIA there. And the skirmishes, these these Pokemon prods are not going well for Top Esports. It feels like it shouldn't be working. It just feels so poor right now for Top Esports. Look at this. Showmaker's here. Bullet time connects. Great. Oh my goodness. That is so well played by Moham. Just so well played. And then Lucid. For the wraparound, where's Jackie going? Jackie is not be going that far forward with Tian wrapping around the other side. And Dplus have been playing a very different game here. They're still down 1,000 gold. How the hell? Oh. Jungle on top. Okay. It's not. It's not looking that good for Top Esports. They have a 1K gold lead, but it is a fragile one at best. Jackie just is not getting online. Reem is not really diffing Showmaker here. It's just difficult. They steal the Rift Herald. And this is a 3. Oh, that's a dangerous ulti to commit to for Cream. As here's King and Jackie finally going to pick up 1. But they're locking down Tien. Showmaker has to reset. I don't think he's going to be able to teleport back into this play. They need to lock down someone. The drive misses. But there's Moham. Jackie now getting to play the game. 2 kills for him. Showmaker teleports back into mid. He's going to get this mid turret as Jackie is overextended. Jackie able to flash away. 369 going to position aggressively now. And Jackie, what are you doing, man? You had such a good you had a good play right there, and you almost got rid of it. As Cream teleporting to top lane, this is a dangerous. Oh, crashes it. Cream, okay, not going to continue going forward. Sees the Rift Herald. Okay. Oh, there's no eye explosion. It just teleported. And how? Tian. 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 It all starts with that, but the bullet time is nice. Fate Sealed is good, but Queen Worlds, baby. They're also missing what? As Cream is dead. Actually, 369's here, and eventually the Cloud Drake falls. That's a really long Cloud Drake. As going to be on to King and Cream. They use one of their team's teleports, but they'll get him out to safety as Moham locked down once again. Lucid is here to help out. Aiming is here as well, but there's nothing that can help you from an Impale. But a nice 2-man solar flare will at least make it look kind of cool. Cream's 3rd kill of the game is picked up. And Moham is tanky, but he can't just stand in the middle of the enemy team forever. I mean, he has so much tankiness, though. Celestial opposition, Aftershock, he has his W. It is so painful to take down Moham. It is an excessive effort for a level 7 champion with no items, with boots as their most expensive item. It is so expensive. You commit so much to killing this guy. It is unbelievable. That's just because it's Leona, not that it's Top Esports is like overcommit. No, Moham just has so much inherent tankiness. It's crazy. Oh. Oh, wait, this is true. Oh, that's a problem. God, you can hear my chair, and I'm sorry about that. My chair is so goddamn. I need to figure out how to not have it be that loud, but that's a future me issue, I guess. I always forget when teams build full armor. That is already a forced second item. Second item LDR onto aiming. Because, let's just say he's gonna need it. Even without the passive, he's gonna need it. Still got stunned? What? As Lucid getting the jump on, or getting jumped on by Tian. And Showmaker gonna be able to Fate Seal out to safety. And that is 369 winning a 1v1 against Ione. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't. Not a big fan, to say the least of that. This is a problem. That's going to be a problem. With all armor, even with armor penetration, just Kasate's going to have so much of it. He's already got 2 armor items and the boots on top of it. He is going to be a bit of an issue. Together, we've seen this problem before. We've seen this issue before. Who was it? No, it's not PSG. LG? No, it's Weibo into Gen.G game 1. Weibo drafted double ADCs with a Jax top lane. And so they had no AP damage. And that just meant the tanks built all armor and never died. Aiming going to be backed off by Tian there. We're coming up on the second item for most of the, or well, I guess the rest of the members here. Besides supports, but supports are coming up on first item, and that's considered an achievement. Where is the next fight going to be? We have Drake in under a minute now. Baron is available if any psychopath wants to take it at this point. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, it's an option. If we're looking at team fights, I mean, it's still Damwon with such an advantage here. There's so much good lockdown as Mako. Speaking of lockdown, Mako going to get jumped on here. Forced to flash away. But it is relying on Jackie. They need him to come online. He had a good previous fight, even with him playing a bit too aggressive towards the end. Look how useless that thing. Oh my god, it is. Sentinel sucks, man. And Top Esports, they need to find a position here because their team fighting is not the strongest. As Drake started by Top Esports, actually. Cream isn't going to teleport in, but it's going to be the second Drake going over to Top Esports. Is there a fight to follow it up? As there's the lockdown onto Lucid. The Impale comes through, but they've gotten onto Jackie Love. Jackie Love forced to flash away, and he will survive. He's going to go on a killing spree here, but he's still in the middle of it all. He's going to bring Mako over with him, but he needs to keep running. He's going to run into the Between Worlds, but he's going to get Fate Sealed. The bullet time finds Cream and Top Esports. The fight has fallen apart for them. Aiming, so much damage. It's a double for aiming. They're going to lose this one still, though. King falls to the Casante. And it is a 4-for-3. Top Esports. The tanks are too damn tanky, as it turns out. And Gen.G, or Gen.G. Mention them once and you get lost. Damn. Dplus get a really nice looking fight here. Is the lockdowns onto Lucid. But Moham gets the jump. Good cleanse flash away from the solar flare, but Kingin is still pressuring. And then Showmaker comes over. They bring over Mako, but they just don't have quite enough. It is so hard to keep Jackie alive in this fight. And Tian just gonna give this kill over. Lucid getting jumped on. Man, we just finished up a fight. We jump back to May. We're finishing another fight. And they're gonna Baron here. DK are in a position to potentially answer. King just needs to teleport, and he'll hit it off of the base. Top have turned. That's going to be Lucid, taking a lot of damage here. But there's Jackie once again going down. It's a 1-for-1, but that is ADC for tank. And that means that aiming's allowed to get unleashed. Tien falls King with a nice double counter strike. And it's the fate sealed for Top Esports. And you just keep leaving Jackie alone. And that means aiming's going to be the better ADC today. And they just cannot find a way to keep Jackie Love alive. Teleport coming in from Showmaker. And they're going to go for the Baron here. They have so much time. Dream has to run away, forced to flash. And this is brutal. The return, I mean, just the return for DK is so strong. And now should be 900 gold ahead, 1,000 gold ahead here, actually. And a tough fight loss for Top Esports to swallow there. And then Jackie is just free. Where is he supposed to go? Where are they going to send Jackie? Because Kiki just teleports onto him and no one seems to care. And then once Jackie's gone, that's your team fight damage all gone. And that allows everybody to confidently go forwards onto the tanks. And yeah, just letting the jump in is kind of interesting. They can jump onto Moham here. They have 2 other members showing, so it's going to be a safe play for DK to make. This is a big problem, as it is all Cassante. Look at the Cassante things happening. 369 has been playing a solid game, but there is just nothing that matters if they don't keep the ADC alive, sadly. Like, as much as players hate to say it, the ADC is important to the team still. Can't just leave them to die all the time. 369 not gonna be able to stop this from happening. No doubt. Gotta let it go. As they're jumping in on Lucid. Maybe there's an angle here. Showmaker coming in off the side. The Impale not going to connect. Again, going to avoid the Solar Flare, but he's going to get Glacial Prison into Counterstruck. Or not Counterstruck, into Q'd as he's tanking the bullet time up. Moham is low now. Can't go over the wall for 369, just barely. And can't, how did he even get even lower? And throwing around ultis, okay. We're just going to throw around ultis. Still a 2,000 gold advantage for Dplus KIA here. And with the Drake up, this should be second Drake. It's going to be a very late goal if we even get to it. So this is mostly just... But Top have made it to the fight. As there's no positioning. Aiming is off in mid lane. King and up in top jungle. There is no angle there for Top Esports to lose that fight somehow. Somehow, there's no way Dplus don't contest, but they don't. It is, again, just a second Drake, but this is a one-note comp. Literally a one-note comp in terms of damage. They need to deny them these resistances because this is a third item Cassante now, and he's just so bulky. He is unbelievably strong here. Jackie is so high. 2,500 gold personally down, and then 2 levels behind aiming. His ulti's not that valuable, but aiming's ulti is, and giving aiming those levels is very dangerous. 3 items for both of these ADCs. But Aiming's items are really strong, even though Kallistas are very helpful, obviously, to get him moving, to get Jackie jumping around, and a ton with the Rend. Aiming is just strong. Okay. 6-9. Okay, gonna get jumped on here by Cream, and the Unstoppable is just gonna walk to the other side. I don't know if it's gonna be enough here. Here comes Lucid. Cream. Ooh! Just there with the across the veil. He will across the veil into safety, or go across the veil to safety. I don't know how he actually, that was the narrowest of narrow dodges, it feels. Gonna be able to get away with that. It's still playing catch up. This entire game will be Top Esports playing catch up. As this is a 4-item fortune. It should be a 4-item misfortune lined up. And that is almost perfect. That is almost perfectly symmetrical. What the heck? Yup, that's 4 items. That is a shield bow for aiming, and he's 100 or he's 75% crit. He'll be 100% with whatever his next item is. Probably, actually, could it be mortal? Could be mortal. Could be, no, it can't be mortal actually. LDR, which you'll need. I don't know. 369. They can't get aiming, and oh, that is a bad start to this fight. Is now all the way out of position. Jackie Love's just gonna have to flash and run away. Kingen is low, but there's Showmaker coming in. He's gonna get the jump, but he's not gonna get the kill into Jackie Love, and that means that TES have the advantage as everything was burned earlier by DK, but they don't have any follow-up damage. They have no lockdown here, and it's gonna just have to be a panic Baron. Damwon are still here. Kingen teleporting in. Jackie, you can't do this again. But they threaten as Mako going to get the stun. It will not be a Baron. Dplus, stop him. Oh my goodness. This is getting narrow. This is getting tense. And it's Dplus KIA still in control as they are starting the Baron for themselves here. They know they're spotted out, but Top Esports don't have anything. They have nothing to spend on this play here. Again, needs to get into the pit, and they're just going to target him. Double lockdown forces out the flash. And DK going to now pivot off of the Baron. Oh, as the Between Worlds locks down Lucid. He's going to be able to flash away. Aiming has so much damage, and he's unstoppable. 7 kills now for the rookie ADC. Rookie? No, he's not. He's forced to flash out. Impale only is going to be Moham, but Moham will fall to Cream. 369 trying to get aiming. The all-out, and that's a shutdown. And there's Showmaker to boot. It's 2 shutdowns for Top Esports. And this is a comeback angle if I've ever seen one, man. And they're trying to stop him. He's not even a rookie. Why did I say rookie? Amy's been playing for years. Like, he's been playing for so long. It's just, I know he was on KT and everything. He's not. First Worlds, but he's not a rookie. These are just bad. Baron time for Top Esports. They're trying to zone off Lucid right now. Lucid, can he steal this away? He's going to go in, and it's not going to be it. It's going to be Cream picking up the Baron there. Kingen getting to run away as the rest of his team had not. It's 4 players in the long extended play. And this is a comeback for damn it, I said KT once. God damn it. It is a comeback for Top Esports somehow. A comeback. I was thinking of Moham, that's why, by the way. Not aiming. I was thinking of Moham. This guy is still so good. I mean, he was on a KT team that maybe could have done a lot more, but gonna have to be on the opposing side this time. And it's all on the back of the fact that they don't get Jackie Love several times in a row now. They are letting him catch up, and that is not a good thing if you are a fan of winning games, as the top esports coaching staff is getting hype. They see the potential. It is a 3-1 Drake advantage for top esports. Almost a 3,000. It will be a 3,000 gold swing in their favor, and a 3K gold lead as well, as they get both or 2 tier 2s on this play. They're looking for a tier 3 here, as Cream and Jackie just cannot be stopped. The stun not going to connect onto anyone, but Mako will at least pull Mako to safety. It will save some time for DK, but this is going to be the tier 3 still falling regardless, as Tien starting to drive. He's going to miss. But there's the Impale, Lucid, Lockdown, Cream, just putting him in the no-no box. As 369 goes in, Kingen trying to get in the backline, be a problem, but he can't. Mohawk falls to the true damage of the all-out. It's top esports. They want to end. They want to go to the quarterfinals. They will at least keep Kingen away. It'll be 2 inhibitors, but it is still all to play for. But Showmaker's in way too deep. Cream will kill him off. Aiming. Can you carry this game? He cannot. Cream, double kill. It is Kingen versus the world, and the world likes the odds. And it is going to be the 2-0 for top esports. 8K on the Baron power play to come back, win this game. And they, for the first time, are quarterfinal bound. And DK will have to go to the 2-2 matches once again. Oh. Disaster striking. Dplus had everything in their hands, and it falls apart again. And top esports, a good showing here, send themselves to the quarterfinals with a clean 2-0 of Dplus KIA. And oh man, China looking damn good so far, as they will have their second team in the knockout stage. Dplus KIA has jeopardized the perfect Korean run once again. They were the odd ones looking out last year. They could have at least made it KT. There was no chance it would have been anybody else. That looks wrong, but sorry. Looking at something, it's wrong, but oh, and who could have guessed that this was the angle? Combine the best of current, or of 2020 top esports when 369 was on the roster with Jackie Love, and the best of 2022, the other top esports team to make the world championships, which had Tien and Jackie Love on it, and just mix them together and make a super team by adding former world champion, another former world champion to the mix, and adding one of the better mid laners in the LPL in Cream, and it's paid off wonderfully, as that game should have been so winnable. That was such a winnable game for Dplus, and it just has not happened. They could not find any clean fights. They keep, every time they missed Jackie Love, they just lost that game. And that was Cream's step-up game. A lot of dead skin. But a lot of this tournament has been Jackie Love and 369 or Tien doing a lot of the work. And finally, Cream gets his, like, special. He hasn't been bad, but Cream hasn't had that show, like, that super dominant performance that every player wants to have when their team is having a good run at an international. And finally, Cream, most damage in the game, 44,000 damage. He finally gets his pop-off game at the World Championships, and that means that they are going to the knockouts as Dplus KIA have one shot. That is all you have. One series to decide them all. Leave on I can't even tell you what day it is. On Sunday. One day, one set to rule them all. You'll have to see who they're facing, whether it'll be a Korean Civil War or an international match. But up next, Hanwha Life Esports, we're obviously the Korean champions, but also potentially favorites. The skeptical odds on favorites to win the World Championships following Gen.G, of course, take on FlyQuest, the pretty much only hope of the LCS because Team Liquid have been having a rough go of it. But will NA send its first team back to the knockouts as last year NRG champions of the LCS? Last year, wait, what? No, hold on. Whoa. That is not correct. That is that is that is oh no, that is correct. Okay, I was right. But NRG were the 1 seed for the LCS last year, and they made it to the knockouts. Will the LCS continue this sudden streak or this sudden stroke of luck and topple a Titan in the making, or will HLE just get the expected result? I'll see you for the second series of the day. And we are back. It is time for Hanwha Life Esports versus FlyQuest. And this is a battle of regional champions as we are straight into the draft, baby. And immediately, Aurora respect and Ziggs respect coming through for FlyQuest. Ivern taken away from Inspired. Someone asked me recently if a team like Yone's available. Hold on. We'll get there when we get there. But yep, that's a Yone insta lock to the surprise of nobody. But someone asked me recently if Team Liquid played the Ivern. If anyone, and I was like, no one's playing Ivern. There is one team playing Ivern, and it's this team down there. This is the only team that is playing Ivern consistently still. As Kalista Casio going to be the response? We saw Quad pilot this recent. That was not Quad, was it? Could be. It is a champ that has game played. It was Quad. They played it against PSG Talent in their, pretty dominant win over the PCS champions. And that's going to be such locked in response, but Casio can work into the Yone. It is just up to can they execute it, really. And it's all on Quad for execution. I don't believe them. I don't know why. I don't believe them, but it's going to be the Jax locked in for Doron here. And these are pretty much, this is identical to the draft that we just saw Dplus run. Exact same comp. And Amumu going to be the lock-in for Inspired here. Okay, who played it? I remember that game. I don't remember who played it. It was Inspired. That was the Dplus game. Man, this team has been busting out all the weird things. Okay. Why not? They're saying we mix a successful idea with a failed idea. Maybe we'll get a really good idea. Who knows? This is... Okay. This is interesting. Still? Rakan taken away. That is not a Xayah denial. It's not the same power as a Nami ban where you would just get rid of the Lucian entirely for most of its recent relevancy. No, Xayah can be played without Rakan. This is specifically a Delight ban. Delight is just really good at Rakan. And there's not really a reason to not ban it away. It's just a scary champion you can't really afford to give over. Oh, that's Alistar going to be taken away from Delight as well. They're just going to ban him out. They're going to leave Viper alone pretty much. There's only 2 ADC bans, by the way. These supports are drawing a lot of the pressure. So, okay. Poppy going to be the ban from Busio now to round out that one. ADCs draw all this pressure, and by that I mean the supports are drawing all the pressure. Viper still needs a champion, and Blithmo still needs a champion, and I believe this would be the first one of its kind. This would also be the first one of its kind here tournament. It's gonna be the Urgot. It's gotten a ban, by the way. Don't even ask. I can't even. Did it get? That had to be playing stage. When the hell did Urgot get banned? And that's gonna be Kaisa Rel insta-locked. The hell did this guy get banned out? Why the hell did this guy get banned out? It's Urgot. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. And it is gonna be the ban coming through. Or the Renata coming through. Sorry, I was thinking of ban. And obviously these are all going to go to the positions you expect them to. Surely. We're going to trust that they are. Why wouldn't I assume that's the case? Because that would be kind of weird. Anyways, we're a little behind, so I was busy for like 2 seconds longer, for like an extra minute and a half. So that was actually all in the past tense as the game is already underway. Nothing interesting, of course, happening. But FlyQuest, underdogs of the century here is an understatement for this team. I'm gonna go find that Urgot ban, actually. Can I? No, it doesn't. Oh, well, I did. Oh, it doesn't count. I have to manually find crap. Oh, thank God. Okay, or not. I give up. I don't want to know. Oh, that was weird. Oh, Quad insta getting jumped on here, but it is a lane swap for Hanwha Life Esports. They see this position and they're like, well, we're just going to move Viper here and we'll chill. Not a bad matchup for Viper in the slightest in this top side, as long as jumped on by the level 1 Urgot. Now, Puipo's been tanking a lot of pressure from lane swap, so this is nothing new to him. Inspired is spotted. So they know he's in the top side right now. As teleport from Doron. Inspired's here. He can't put a lot of pressure on. It's just up to what Viper is going to respect, as there's the flash engage from Bwipo, and that's gonna be flash for flash, and that's so much more value for FlyQuest than it is for anyone else. But Quad instant gonna get jumped on. Flash follow comes through, and that's gonna be first blood for Peanut right there. And Hanwha Life make you look easy in the mid lane. And it is nice and simple as Inspired. They know he's here. I think they've seen Peanut as well, but the smite won by FlyQuest's jungler, and going well. And FlyQuest have been playing some pretty slow games so far this tournament. I think a lot of teams reel in their regional play styles a little bit. Obviously, they don't just completely change up their play styles, but a team like FlyQuest, which is a little bit, I mean, even on the LCS stage, was a little less aggressive than the rest. Is Zeka going to jump on a quad here? Huge chunks for Zeka. There you go. But even a team that is not hyper aggressive like FlyQuest, they still were generally a still aggressive team. They just weren't as aggressive as some of their contemporaries, as Busio going to keep canceling this reset. But they're just buying time for the for the HLE bot lane to return. But it is really bad for Doron. Actually, that's where wave missed, as finally this turret plating will fall, as the lane swap is over for now, but that could change in a minute. Invades here, not spotted out. Just gonna steal away these raptors from Inspired. I don't see anything. Yeah, they're gonna see that Inspired's coming in. Inspired's gonna see that he's been robbed blind, as Zeka should be able to just reset here pretty clean. As Beppo has a huge advantage here in this top. Here in top lane, just massive advantage. Oh yeah, cinematic shots. Look at him go. Raw. That. As Inspired hovering his top lane, not gonna end up needing to do anything with it. This should be a nice little buy for Whitbo here, as you can see the difference in about a second. It's going to be a Phage versus Boots. Yeah, this is a good buy. His Whitbo is the highest level player in the game right now. Doron just getting there. Zeka going to eventually pass him. FlyQuest are kind of in a good spot here. Quad's going to be rough for Quad. That one's kind of, don't know what to expect for Quad in this case. Inspired should be able to hold this Drake pretty easily. He is a Mumu. Not that bad. But Doron with the 6. Whippo with no flash. And he's just going to chunk down the, I guess, Chem Baron? Is he even Chem Baron? I don't know, actually, what Urgot does. Besides, kill people. And or have a cult. As Doron going to get locked down here. And the ulti. Fear Beyond Death does not connect. Doron going to pick up the kill in the top side there. Inspired eventually, eventually going to take that down, as more chunking for Zeka onto Quad. Eventually, Inspired going to trade that Drake, but this means that Peanut's going to have move on to Grubs, and he's already gotten his top laner back into the game here, as Peanut forced to disengage. Inspired's here even without the fear and or death. Zeka just has to run. Ooh, the minion griefing. And this should be a 2-1 split for FlyQuest, as the pressure and no commitment teleport, because why would you commit a teleport here? Especially if Hanwha are re-swapping the lanes. As, ooh, good buffer from Zeka to dodge away from the petrifying gaze. Oh my goodness. I always have to think about it because I constantly joke about Alistar too much. Alistar should have an ability called Petrifying Graze. Come on, it's perfect. Anyways, Doron grabs a plating in this bot lane, immediately just bonks it over the head, and it's a 1k gold lead already for Hanwha Life Esports. FlyQuest, they have scaling, but they have a lot of scaling. They really need to find a breakpoint, because they're currently behind in most positions besides bot lane, where they're ahead because of third plates. Whippo jumps away from Doron. Doron not even going to recast the Counter-Strike. That's just chilling here. The bot lane resetting. Peanut should be able to hang. Doron just going to teleport to the top side. It should be a plating form. Pretty untested. Gonna keep jumping around to make sure Doron can't lock him down. And Not gonna get it yet, and there it is. And FlyQuest getting a lot out of that, actually. And another big play as Quad gets jumped on by Zeka. Does he have the damage? The execute. The minions coming! And the minions were on FlyQuest's side during the LCS finals, but Zeka says they work for me now, buddy. And Zeka with the bolo in the mid lane. And FlyQuest, I think, have made a slight error in judgment, to say the least. As Peanut doesn't land. Oh, the ulti, but Busio's ult not going to connect either. And now Masu cleansing. Doran is not taking nearly enough damage. The bailout's there, but Doran's just jumping away, and it's going to be Peanut picking up one. The flash through from Peanut's kind of a question mark, but Busio's going to fall to Doran here. The Q doesn't connect onto him. They'll get Zeka down, and Whippo gets something in return, but it is FlyQuest panicking and scrambling across the map to find a play. Such a rough. Oh, FlyQuest. That could have worked so well, but the ulti's just not there, unfortunately, for Busio doesn't hit it. And then good combo. Oof. Yep. Zeka can't buffer anything if he, that happens. Bit of a confident play from Zeka. A little bit of confident play, and it does not pay off, to say the least. And now objective trade, another option. 15 seconds on the grubs, 30 seconds on this dragon. As should be just a pretty simple trade again. We'll have to see what both teams want to prioritize, because that can change the pace a lot. That's going to change a lot of the positioning requirements, as Doran and Peanut already taken the grubs, which means FlyQuest needs to get this Drake to consider this a valuable play or even a worthwhile play. Because going even on early Drakes can stall out the game quite a bit. And they're calling for it, but look at where HLE are positioning. Zeka should grab this plating as well. Get jump in onto quad, tank a turret shot, because why not? He feels like it. But Zeka, richest man in the game right now, almost there with Peanut. Peanut has 2 kills. And Hanwha been getting busy this game as Doran going to land a stun on a Whippo, but this turret's so close to death. It's not even going to be a competition. Like, it's not even a question. Whippo's been given Whippo and Masu have been given way too much alone time with this turret. It is not worth even risking. Hanwha, don't know where Inspired is. I don't know if they're confident in trying out this Drake play. Another quad Q3. Quad introducing the Q3 to his. He is thoroughly acquainted at this point. I don't know if I need to say Zeka's introduced Quad to his Q3. It is going very poorly for Quad in lane so far, down 12 CS and 2 kills. Peanut going to start this Drake, as that is Roa finish. I assumed it was Roa finish, because there's not really a reason to base there if you're Quad, unless you have Roa. And it will be a 13-minute Roa, so not the fastest one. I am biased. I usually like seeing Roas quick, obviously, because that is the point of the item. Be a scaling item. But I'm very particular about Roas specifically, because I feel like players sometimes try to get them way too late. Whippo gonna get first turret to the surprise of nobody. It took about 2 seconds of alone time. It took a lot more of alone time. He doesn't quite have the damage yet. He has Cleaver, which doesn't affect turrets. If it did, it would be kind of cool. Gonna be honest. If Cleaver affected turrets, that'd be kind of cool. Don't do it, but I'm saying it would be not that it'd be balanced. Those are two very different thoughts. Like, yeah, it would be an interesting interaction, but also be broken as hell. As Zeka gonna try and shred. Oh, quad. He's just gonna hit quad. I thought he was gonna hit the dirt more. No, he's just gonna hit quad. It's only a 1k gold lead. That turret helping close down the gap a little bit. You look at these first items coming through, and whenever the hell Doran finally gets to reset, he's done like 3 of them. He'll have the Triforce. And top lane diff is a bit there. It's only 400 gold. And that's because of turrets. Whippo is playing. He has a kill as well, I believe. Whippo is playing well. Oh, he has a big CS lead, actually, too. Yeah, Whippo's playing well this game. He's like Fudge if Fudge was good. But the rest of the team, Inspired isn't really able to get active. He's farming, but he's also behind because Inspire. I have no clue how Peanut has 4 assists or 4 takedowns, but he has 2 kills and 2 assists already. And he only needed to actually secure about like 1 of those. But it's enough to put Inspired down, as Zeka just trying to grab some turret damage there. Not very tanky as Whippo's able to shred him pretty quickly. Here comes the Herald, and way it's gonna crash. And then it's going top lane. Let's see how well you can drive Peanut. Okay, Showmaker. Didn't get it, and Peanut's not gonna get it either. And Whippo is going to take out the Rift Herald, gun down Shelly in the streets of Detroit. Dominating. That was a dominating 1v1. Whippo versus Shelly. Shelly doesn't win, man. Why'd Whippo? He was on Fnatic. Yeah. Why'd Whippo? He was on Fnatic. That was 2020. Whippo's just, they're asking about why Whippo on the cast, and I'm like, I remember that. It's 2020 play, or it's 2020 LEC. On Fnatic. And it was after Wide Putin became a thing. And he was just a big, it's just, you look at Whippo, I think someone, it had to be a Reddit meme, and someone pointed it out that Whippo's just a wide lad. Like when he went to go shake his opponent's hands at the World Championships, he was just a big lad. He just, like, it was a presence. He had a presence in the handshake line. So someone edited him walking down the corridor to the Wide Putin meme. Wide Whippo was born. Oh, the flash ulti from Inspired, and they're just gonna lock down Zeka, and Quad's gonna pick up his first kill of the game, and that's the hide on bush mentality. Whippo's about to get the hide on bush mentality, as here comes Viper into Delights, crash down the Magnet Storm. It's not gonna even be Fear Beyond Death. It is a killing spree for Doran. The turret will go down. Peanut trying to run away. Does Busio want to shake this man's hand? He will not. And it will be a 1-for-1 or 2-for-1, I believe. But turret, the most important part. Oh, no, it is 1-for-1. Turret going down on both sides, though. The cross mapping is pretty good. Hanwha in a... Oh, that was loud. Sorry. Hanwha Life in a really good spot here. They don't have Curse of the Sad Mummy to stare down anymore. So HLE actually, I think, win out on that play, even though it is still giving over your mid laner and the turret. It's not bad here as Inspired has no flash. And he's not going to get locked down, but there's the Leaf Strike. The double stun connects, the triple stun connects, and Doran's 4-0. And Whippo, they're not even going to think about it, but that's a one-man Petrifying Gaze. And the flash is great for Doran. That's a nice takeover, but it's only onto Peanut, really. And that's going to be 2 going down. Peanut on a killing spree as jumping in onto Busio. Doran is so confident in this game right now. And HLE are just gonna destroy this bot tier 1. They're gonna destroy this, I believe, Cloud Dragon, Hextech Drake. Sorry, I thought it was Cloud. I said Infernal was going to be the most killed. I think it's still. I will check them, and I could probably. But this starts with a catch out on Inspired because he can't run. He has no flash. And then HLE are just out here balling. And then Quad comes in, trying to save the play. He's only going to hit one with the gaze. And then Doran's allowed to run. It's, oh, Delight gets hit as well. But yeah, it's Delight and Peanut. So 2 tanks ain't going to do much. And Busio just going to get jumped on here. A little bit of insult to injury. Yeah. Just FlyQuest thought they could get away with it. They could not get the play, sadly. And Hanwha Life come out swinging in this one. And waiting. This is Bwippo. This is the wild Bwippo in his natural habitat, waiting for his prey, but his prey walks away from him, so he's just gonna reset, buy an item, and go catch the wave normally. That's Bwippo. He was waiting. The win prob very much in Hanwha's favor. It's a bit of a difficult situation for FlyQuest right now. It's only a 3,000 gold deficit, but HLE are not a team that will give you many opportunities to close that gap. Like, I think only Gen.G can make them close a large gold gap, seriously. As Bwippo doesn't get hit by the Fate Sealed. Zeka overcorrects there. And Bwippo's going to survive there. That is a bad... that is a big miss. Big swing and a miss from HLE. It's not going to cost them a ton, but... That's 2 ultis down. That's 2 big ultis down, too. It's not like Jax's ultimate, where it's just extra damage, I think, and resistances. That is pretty big stuff. Like, that is Doran, or that is 2 big ultis. So, oops. That's kind of tough. So FlyQuest, I mean, they would need to find they would need to find some dude. Yeah, no, I was gonna say they need to find a play in the next like 30 seconds for that one, and they just did. Oh, but this is, oh, they're on vision. Delight is just sitting on a ward. Doesn't have a sweeper, and he's not gonna burn a roll ward, and Baron started. Okay, so we can see the spell effects. They cannot see the spell effects connecting. Like, they can't see the hits on Baron, but they're gonna finally spot it out. And Inspire just going to get locked down. That's going to be the Baron for Hanwha Life. I think Delight's just going to have to sacrifice his life for the cause. Bwippo. And there's a huge engage for Inspired. Hanwha Life have way overextended here. As that's the Fear Beyond Death. Bwippo's going to get himself a double kill. And that is 4 members of Hanwha Life down. And what the hell are they doing? This is your chance, FlyQuest. Go. Oh. This is gonna be bad. This is going very poorly. And they get the team fight win in the back? What are Hanwha going for here? Why are they engaging here? Oh, and Inspired, just huge. Absolutely great engage from Inspired. This hostile takeover into just everything getting burned. Great flash there by Bwippo to lock down the fear. And Hanwha Life, a bit excessive. Just a bit ambitious. Yeah. But they're going to lock down Inspired immediately, and that's just Viper picking up his first kill of the game, actually. Yeah, Viper has not been involved in this game, really. Now, even without the Baron buff, it's on one dude, and it's not even going to matter. Because Hanwha Life are still just so far ahead. I mean, it's only 3k ahead, so it's not that far ahead, actually. They're pretty ahead. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little distracted. Where is the... God damn it, there. That's the new one. New League Wiki. I was going to check Jax's thing. X-Tech Drake, the solo point for Hanwha Life, so the negative gold didn't really matter in the end. Okay, yeah. Got it. Cool. Damage and armor. And magic resist. And he just gets increased size. Why not? Zeka redden up the turret, and there's just not much that they can do. There's... Those. Alright, I'll... Still only 4,000. It's not even 4,000, actually. It is barely over 3k. This is still... Oh, there you go. This is still a bit of a... It's still winnable. FlyQuest found an unreal fight. I was not expecting that one in the Baron pit, and I don't know if they're going to get that opportunity again, but it's something they could do as the engage again misses, and Zek is getting to Dragon Spire so far away. They need to lock down Bwipo. And that's going to be a flash away. Masu gets the engage for Busio. Inspired is going to try and get in, but Bwipo's already found one with the Fear Beyond Death. Peanut is getting rended, and that means that it is FlyQuest in the driver's seat again. Oh my god, even a singular game win would be absurd, would be crazy. Like, there's nothing else to say. And it's going to be the tier 2 falling. Just one of these would be so damn clean. Wait! But Viper has found Masu. He's found Busio. Bwipo can't find him. What the hell, Viper? You can't just do that. Oh my god, they thought they had him. And Viper is just too damn good right now. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Shoo. God damn. Okay. FlyQuest, I mean, every step forward is another 2 steps back. And they start perfect cleanse from Masu. Oh my god. And then just the rest of the team fights here. Zeka, they have no engage, so they have to run. There's no engage. Hina doesn't have ulti. Zeka doesn't have ulti. What is Doran going to do here? Oh, and Bwipo's getting caught out. He's trying to run. He's going to be able to flash. He has the Sterax. Maybe this is his opportunity. Peanut getting locked down right now. And the Fear Beyond Death connects again! Bwipo's hitting these, but Viper flying in off the top rope. But the follow-up is big. And he's not going to get the bailout down. And Viper is too far gone. FlyQuest continue to win these fights. HLE think they can win, but they can't, damn it. And there's the petrifying gaze. It doesn't stun, but it puts on the hardest CC you can. That is death. And that is the Baron for FlyQuest. Are you kidding? How? What? How on earth did they get it? It is a Baron for FlyQuest. This felt so out of reach. This is supposed to be a difficult match. Oh my god. And it is not happening. In 2 plays where it just is like, they feel like they should win this. And Bwipo's so tanky. Sterak's is so strong. And then the rest of the team pulls just everything getting used. And then maybe, just maybe there's an opportunity. It connects, but there's no chance that connects. Just, it is too much. And it will be a hexa, peanut. Dang, okay. Can't jump away, can't steal anything. And, okay. FlyQuest are getting a massive swing in gold as they're about to even it out now. What the heck what on earth has happened here? HLE are just kind of just overcommitting to every single play. And okay. They are really confident that they are going to win this game because they are just taking some unreal fights. This is a FlyQuest that is not going to get pushed around, though. As should be the turret falling, but they can't push this wave in very far. HLE playing this one really well. As that's the catch out onto Masu. Masu able to cleanse. And that means that there's at least something. That is a half health Busio as well. This is dangerous. Now, we got nothing to fight over, so it's going to be a farming simulator right now. This is going to be still a slower everything. Next mistake could be lethal. Both teams have pushed up to at least the base. It is the inhibitor in the bot lane for HLE and the mid tier 3. The tier 3 in mid lane, and Bwipo is so fed. 5 kills. He has the overlords now. As he's gonna get caught out, he's able to buffer. The shield from the Sterak's should come in, but he's getting shielded right now. There's the Sterak's coming in. He's going into the bailout. He needs to find one. He won't. Masu's getting locked down by Zeka. He's just gonna be able to survive. They need to be careful, and there's Doran coming in to clean it up. A 4-man ulti for Inspired means nothing. It's a double, triple for Viper. The petrifying gaze is there. It's the quadra for Viper. And it seemed possible for FlyQuest, but it's not enough. HLE slammed the door on them in game number 1. It wasn't clean. It wasn't pretty. But FlyQuest fall in the end. And HLE are 1 win away from the knockouts. The hopium for FlyQuest for North America was going so far. It was going so close, man. The hopium, it was almost not hopium. It was almost just actually valid hope. But it was not enough again. And with a bit of a throw, with several throws from HLE. When is it gonna be enough? They can't keep just hoping teams throw out. FlyQuest need to be proactive. And they kind of were. There were plays where they were proactive, but they kept getting caught out. And anytime they try to get super proactive, they just got shut down. And you can't let that happen consistently. There's just no place for a team that is trying to make the top 8 of the world championships. You cannot afford to have those moments happen right now, because it's not gonna get easier. This is one of the toughest opponents you could face at the tournament, but the next team you face is a team that is going to be excited. They are going to be eager to play their hardest, like their best league, because they need to. And it is just not, they can't keep throwing. They need to get proactive. They had their own lead. They got 2 fight wins that they really liked, and they just could not convert it to the game when HLE find a great team fight in Bwipo. For someone who's having a great game, getting caught out there at the end makes it a brutal finish for what was a really good game for the Belgian top lane. Now, will we see HLE just not even give a chance for FlyQuest in the next game? Or will FlyQuest show us something that they haven't shown us at the tournament and and keep their shot at the knockout stage alive? Or will HLE just completely run the table and make this a clean 2-0 to send a second Korean team to the knockout stage? I will see you for game number 2 between Hanwha Life Esports and FlyQuest. And it is possibly already time for the final game of the day. That is so off-center. I hate the text boxes in this freaking... I'll figure it out eventually. How to fix it. I say that a year late, but... Hanwha Life Esports up 1-0 already. Or I can't say already. Actually, yeah, I could say already. This series was at the early, supposed to start at like 10-something. They have blitzed through these series. Like, these games have been short today, to say the least. Like, the top esports series was barely an hour. This has been a really quick series. Ivan Cassio taken away. Yone. Great job, FlyQuest, being 2 days behind the meta. This was day 2 stuff right here. To ban Yone on red side. Now, that doesn't seem to change a lot for me, at least. I can't say that. That doesn't change a lot for me. FlyQuest are a red side preferred team, so they actually opted to go back to the red side, but I don't know what they're going to do with that. Because there are 2 things. One, FlyQuest need a really good strategy then. They need to have something here that Hanwha just cannot think of and aren't preparing for. Or you need to bait them into something really, really that they think is really good, but you have a plan for. And 2, we've seen this so many times with Asian teams. Eastern teams do this all the time. They'll play really loose in the first game of a series. They'll do a little bit of limit testing. They'll see what they can get away with, or they'll just play really poorly. And then game 2, the leash is tight, and the coaches say, okay, enough. Play the game, goddammit. And usually it's done after that. But there's going to be Bwipo on the Olaf. The Olaf so far. Who is the other Olaf? Oh, who was the other Olaf? I know one of them was, it was Wiser in the top lane. Did not work out. Who is the other Olaf at this freaking tournament? Ooh, Peanut going for the Zyra. That has not worked out. Razork lost on Zyra earlier in the tournament. And the follow-up sequel, the hit sequel to it, was Levi losing on it. We're going to find this Olaf game, because that's Wiser. Yeah, Wiser took it into T1. And I will find the other Olaf. Oh, and the Ezra are going to get locked into here as well. So this is actually a really good comp so far. Oh, excuse me. Really good. I don't love the Zyra lock-in still, but it's a good draft so far for HLE. We'll see if that works. Oh, it's Kingen against LNG. That lost on the Olaf. So there you go. Betty talking about griefing his teammates, but he's not griefing. He's helping it. His full combo. Flash EQ ulti. Where's my team? Anyways, I don't hate FlyQuest comp. I need to see what the Olaf's good. I know it can play into Renekton, but I need to see what it's gonna do outside of just being into Renekton. From Amumu taken away. The Amumu had some. Oh, Inspired had a really nice some good moments. Like, had some good plays on that Amumu. Also got caught out of position, which cost his team a lot of positioning advantage, but it's fine. Smolder going to be taken away now from Hanwha Life, or taken away from Zeka here, actually. 9 from Viper from, I forgot ADC. Awful now. And Sedge going to be the final lock, or the final ban here for, or onto Inspired. And so what are they going to do with their jungle pick here, actually? They could put Olaf in the jungle. I don't see it. I don't think there's a reason to put Olaf in the jungle here at all. This should just be a jungle lock-in. That is a legendary all-time hover. No way! It is Nunu E. Willem. Nunu E. Willem at the World Championships. Inspired is pulling out all the stops here, eh? Oh my goodness. What the hell? There have been 0 Nunu picks in any tier 1 league. Any league that can make the World Championships, there has not been a Nunu lock-in. If we add in ERLs, I'm sure there were Nunu lock-ins. I'm sure there were griefers on the Nunu. That I can check. Oh. Since TPA. 2017. And Yasuo, wait, what is going on this game? The hell? Yeah, wow. Nunu one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 champions to not get a game, and 1 of 9 to not have any presence in the entire season. All season. May I remind you. Nunu has not been played in any league that can make worlds all year. And there are 10 champions who have that consideration. Okay, now we gotta go. I need to go query this because this is absurd. I need to go, like, hold on. Hold up. Let me. Hold on. Nunu. Hold on. Okay, this is kind of nuts, though. What if I just do this? Hold on. This work? No. That? Oh, wait, I could just do... Hold on. There we go. Okay. So, I got some new numbers. Woo! Or no, by tournament by champion. There you go. Champion by tournament. What? Why is it not doing it? Oh my god. The last team to play this. The most recent game of Nunu on the international stage in any capacity is freaking Rift Rivals. Man. Like, that is crazy. There we go. Man, 2017 Worlds. When did this happen? Or what? Not when. How did this happen? It was Edward of Gambit Esports, for those wondering. Old Nunu back in 2017, man. Edward went 1-8-5. Otherwise, I mean, at the World Championships, it's Sorry, I'm working on it. Oh, I broke it. I'm just gonna keep doing this while we wait for this early game to settle out. As Whippo should be fine playing into Doron. There's a reason he did this. "32 games of Nunu. Pretty much all of them are from the early days, by the way, when Nunu was one of the best champions in the game. Old Nunu was really strong, so this is a long time coming. Like, Nunu used to have a slow, I mean, he still has a slow, but he has the slow and the heal, but he used to have a really weird stat steroid where he just give you attack speed. And it was one of the strongest stat steroids in the game, so Nunu was really good. Oh yeah, and he also still had absolute zero, which is just an absurd ability. There's a Poppy in this game, and that's not even that's, like, I don't know how to put it. There's a Poppy in this game, and that's not the craziest thing. There's a Yasuo in this game, and that's not the craziest thing. There's a freaking Nunu here, man. As Peanut getting the lockdown onto Busio, it's going to be really dangerous to play into Peanut here. Okay, enough Nunu shenanigans. So that is really awesome that we have the first Nunu in forever. I can't wait to see what people are saying about this, because that is nuts. As, man, this is already going to be a fun game. I called FlyQuest boring, and they are proving me wrong. It's because they play, like, exclusively Ivern. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. No! Grief for Zeka. But he's going to get the lockdown, forcing the flash out of the Yasuo anyways. Man. I thought it was a cheeky hover, but this is actually going. This is already a blast. We got the Nunu bot in the game. We got the wee. I think that's actually Blitz and Crank, but this Nunu's gonna be a pain in the neck. Peanut's gonna love facing this because Peanut's just gonna press E on him. As Whippo is getting dove. That's the ghost out. And he's trying to run back to his turret, but it's not gonna matter. As, oh, gonna survive with the shield. But Q, and there's the Thorns. One of the Thorns abilities. She has like 3 of them, okay? And Whippo does what he can to survive that, but 14 CS down. I don't think this is going well. This is the definition of not going well right now. What the hell did he just pick up? What was that? I don't know. It looked weird. There was something behind him when he was basing. Hanwha getting off to an early lead here. And now we get to wait. The plated steel caps or the ninja tabbies. They're tabbies. I don't care. Tabbies finished for Doron here. So Olaf is not going to be enjoying this at all. On the bot side of things, nothing interesting happening to Light. Gonna get a nice little combo there. A little goofy combo. But here comes the Nunu as Bwipo's getting locked down and Inspire's just gonna crash into the wall. Crash the car. Peanuts here. Inspired doesn't have ulti. Bwipo has ultimate. So does Doron. So Doron's just gonna be able to match. Even if he's ignoring CC, Bwipo's just gonna get matched on here by the Dominus. Zaka's up here as well. Where the hell is that grub going? We've seen these mites go on magical journeys, so anything's possible. I don't remember. It might have been FlyQuest actually that got griefed by that void mite all those months ago. Or was it? I don't know. It's weird. FlyQuest has had a lot of weird things happen in their games. Very silly, weird NPC things happen in their games. Oh, that is unpleasant. Oh. Ew. That was gross. Anyways. Drake trade happening. It's a little bit delayed, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get it. It will be 2-1. Okay, that's interesting. Delight. I don't think Delight's going over the wall here for this play. Inspired. Just gonna start rolling out. I mean, good news. We're having fun this game, at least. If there's no win for FlyQuest, we're having fun. There's Peanuts up here. And there's the lockdown onto Bwipo. It's not really lockdown as the Stranglethorns come out. Doesn't get CC'd. He's immune. He's dead. And a single Cold Meek means that is the end of Bwipo and this Olaf matchup. Isn't this supposed to be a counter? This ain't working. I don't know if this is a counter matchup at all. Can I actually... That would be interesting. I will look into that really quickly while we wait. Actually, can I use... What if I use this as a... No, I can't cheat and do that. I'll have to figure it out manually. Okay. Get there when we get there. Oh. Sorry, there's some news happening in the league world right now. Small news. Nothing crazy. But FlyQuest down 2,000 gold for a team that they kept at a pretty okay deficit. Like, they weren't that far behind throughout most of the previous game, but they're putting Bwipo behind, first of all. They are saying, you're not getting a chance to carry. We saw what you could do on Urgot, and we never want to see it again. And so, HLE putting a lot of value into putting this top laner behind. Last game, it was Quad they put a lot, or last game, it was Peanut and Zeka working together to put behind Quad for most of the game. But now it is, they don't like Bwipo anymore. As here comes Inspired, and Bwipo gonna just run in. Doron doesn't have Dominus, and there's the first assist for Nunu in 6 or 7 years now. And Bwipo gonna try and chunk out this turret. Should be able to grab a decent amount, at least a plating, if not. No, he's not. As it's gonna actually be a lane swap here. Okay. That sounds fine until you remember Olaf ulti. Gives him move speed. You can block that with the spell shield? Okay. But the swap has come through, a delayed swap. And Emily is so happy to see this. Her first cast of the World Championships. She gets to talk about, she was talking about lane swaps, or not first cast, but her first analysis of the World Championships, and it's the lane swaps. This is an Emily Rand kind of day. But this is going to be a really good swap here, obviously. Both sides want to get... Inspire just crashes these barely. Like, the smallest margins, man, Inspire's finding the weirdest jagged corners that he could find. Because, of course, he is. Why wouldn't he? But they want these grubs, which means Zyra's allowed to do that. Yeah, Zyra, I've complained about this before. Is Bwipo getting locked down by Doran? Does Doran have the damage here? He's gonna need one more auto, and he's gonna find it. And he's gonna give up a lot of his health for it, but who cares? Another kill. Solo Bolo this time, though. Solo for the second kill. He didn't get the first one because Peanut grabbed that one. Peanut's just so forwards. That's gonna be another big hit onto the turret. And now Doran is dropping armor. Dropping armor on someone. I'm assuming Inspired's going tank here. I don't think AP Nunu is the angle you want at the World Championships. As fun as it would be, I don't think it is a smart idea. As they have the threat of the Stranglethorns constantly, and the engage onto Busio, or from Busio, is cancelled. But Bwipo's here. Flash away from Peanut now as the teleport comes in. And the Stranglethorn's still available. It's going to connect onto Busio. There's the Yasuo ulti coming in. And Peanut will fall to Bwipo. And Viper, does he have the chase onto Masu? Flash Force doesn't have any follow-up. And Masu will live. Bwipo will get another kill. So he's still getting something, even if he is behind. And FlyQuest will get the second Drake of the game as well. This is a... Spire should be able to grab this. I don't think there's an angle. Zeka doesn't have the last breath. No, it doesn't have any. I was like, huh. No, it doesn't have any correlation. The names don't relate to each other. Zeka looking to play both champions, though, because it's fun. I was just thinking Yone ultis, and I was like, eh. Oof. Good cleanse. And Peanut. Peanut going to be the one that sacrificed. This Stranglethorns did not find Masu, and that's what matters. They can't lock down Masu here. And Zeka flies in off the top row. Peanut's going to give his life for the causes. I think that was Zeka picking up that kill there. No, Delight, so it's the least valuable player getting the kill. God damn it. In this the least valuable player in terms of where you want your gold to go. Delight is playing very well. Delight has had a good World Championships. It's just it's suboptimal gold allocation. I mean, you get a kill for Bwipo, you get a kill for Delight. Yeah, suboptimal gold allocation. Just denying the axe throw. But the lockdown onto Doran. Is it going to be enough? He is despairing. He is spiraling, but he's in the Dominus, which means the Severing Bolt just going to get sliced or diced through. Whichever one you prefer, Zeka is going to get locked down here, as he's going to be able to flash away, but he's only going to be able to run for so long. He's got to stall for time. The absolute zero comes in. He's going to ulti Inspired, and the Stranglethorns come out, and that's going to force Bwipo to disengage, and Zeka plays around it. The amount of just stalling this man was able to do right there is criminal. He bought so much time. And, Viper getting locked down, and that one's gonna go to Busio. And that is a big shutdown. 150 gold shutdown. And suboptimal gold allocation once again. The ADCs are just going to be spectators to their supports getting fed. As Zeka not going to hit this, and Zeka's going to die here. No flash available. There's no teammates in sight, buddy. Nice ulti, but that's all you're going to get out of it. Inspired still build redemption. You can build redemption IA champion, he's saying. And he's right, but still. They will grab the mid-tier 1. FlyQuest still clawing back into this game. as Doron is going to be able to finish off this tier 1 in bot lane. And that's going to be 3 turrets for Hanwha Life. And successfully kills off the entire wave. So it is going to be a 2,500 gold lead for Hanwha Life. Can he make the turn? No. It is so difficult, by the way. Wait, what is Doron doing? Doron is making a misplay here, and he's going to fall. What? Yeah, hold on. Doron, okay. Doron gets killed off here. It's gonna be a kill finally over to the carries. I'm genuinely... Has Doron not seen Nunu in years? Do the Koreans not int on this champion? Is it just a European thing? Is it a North American thing? I'm honestly shocked. I don't think I've seen players not understand how a champion works since like Yorick. Since old Yorick was in the game and no one knew what he did, so you ran into that one trick and he just stomped your whole team. Like, I'm honestly... that is insane that just happened. I mean, we haven't knew anything's insane, but FlyQuest have started to claw back this gold deficit, even though still behind. It's a work in progress. It is playable. And that is all that matters right now. That is all you can ask of a team that is still working on the scaling. They are in a position where it is a playable game, as this is going to be a teleport to bot lane to stop Doron from pushing. They can do that because they know they have teleport advantage pretty early. And now, look at the positioning. I mean, the positioning so far for Hanwha Life, not great, as FlyQuest are going to be the first team into the pit. They have all their ultimates, but they need to hit a big Stranglethorns here if they have a hope. As Peanut's not in position right now, but Zeka is coming in nice and hot if they can get this to work. As Solar Flare going to connect, but there's the eject on the Keeper's Verdict, and they're going to steal the Cloud Drake, and that means that they can get the Stranglethorns down for free. Bwipo's already gone. Doron getting locked down. The Spiraling Despair not going to finish him off. The Airborne for the final breath, but wait, hold on. Zeka falls to quad, and Delight will join him in the fountain. I think he has the damage. Masu did not have Ren, did he? FlyQuest lose the Drake. But it is a big fight win for FlyQuest here. HLE they stop the Drake Soul from coming through, but they do not play this fight well at all. They get Bwipo, and they could have left. This eject, huge. And then this, and they could leave. But we're seeing Peanut fight Busio right now, and that means that Peanut's dead, because the rest of FlyQuest are here to help out their homie, and the big snowball. And HLE are not tightening up in this game. They are. What the heck is going on here? HLE... we know they aren't going to beat Gen.G more often than they're, like, we know they're not beating Gen.G as often as they're going to drop series to them, but this is, they're going to get the lockdown onto Delight there. They're going to force out double sums from Viper again. And FlyQuest are just not like, Hanwha are struggling so much here against FlyQuest. This is interesting. And if HLE are playing like this, I don't have much confidence for them going forwards. Even if they win this set, like, this is a team you should not be losing to. They're going to start the Baron here. I don't know if they know. Oh, they know. Wait, this is such a good configuration for Nunu. the ulti just to get the empowered plants down. But 3,000. Inspired has a smite combo available, but they're just going to lock down the ADC. They're going to steal the Baron, but are they going to be able to win the fight that follows? There's so much damage from Quad right now. They're chasing Peanut, and Doran is going low as well. Viper's locked down. FlyQuest, it's 2 for 1, and the Baron for them. And finally, the gold lead swings in their favor. 800 gold. It is meager, but it is the start. And this Drake is going to go down here. Lucio going in. Zeka locked down. Nice tangle. Nice barbs coming in. Zeka able to get away. Quad getting jumped on now by Doran. Doran can't really lock him down at the moment. And FlyQuest stay winning. They lose one, yes, on a very aggressive play, but they keep winning across the map. And where is Peanut? Peanut's not even close. And just so dangerous. They're funneled into this small area. That's always the danger of the Baron pit. You're in a small contained area, and it allows for some crazy team fights. And FlyQuest take full advantage of it. This is the best configuration as well for Nunu, which is pure luck. Like, that's nothing against FlyQuest. This is completely luck that they got the perfect configuration that allows Inspired to drive into the Baron pit. It's kind of like saying when you go a triple tank comp, it's pure luck if you get the Mountain Soul. It's the same thing. It's nothing the team can control. You just gotta hope that you get a good Drake Soul. And in that way, they hope they got a good Baron config, and they got a really good Baron config. Doran just waiting. Bwipo in the back lines. He's going to jump in onto Peanut. He can't be locked out. Solar Flare is huge. And that's Bwipo finding Peanut. It's Bwipo finding a double kill. It's going to be the turret falling as well. FlyQuest. They are rampaging through Hanwha Life. They are sticking it to the LCK champions. I don't know if NA have ever beaten the LCK champions before. I think they have. MSI, they've had to beaten them at MSI, right? Oh my. And it's going to be Drake's Soul Point. And yeah, look at that picture. Wide Bwipo. Look at that man. Oh my god, I'm trying to type. I'm trying to type. And it is not going well, to say the least. Hanwha Life are suddenly 2,000... Oh, pardon. 2,000 gold down. Oh, there we go. And look at that. That is a roller coaster. All that roller coaster, yeah. And now they're looking at this top lane. I'm gonna keep looking through this because I feel like there's at least one time. I don't think they were the 1 seed. They were not. Okay. I just have to remember who's where as well. They definitely weren't. As Inspired, looking for Viper here. Viper buffers this. He will successfully do it. Solar Flare not going to connect, and there's no follow-up, but the cleanse still forced out. Danger. This is not going... Somehow not going well for Hanwha Life, but they've just been misplaying so much of this game. As able to go forwards aggressively, he won't get locked down, but he also won't survive, if that makes sense. As They're just gonna smite it. So strong. Oh. Okay. Keep it going. Two. Oh. Mm. It is 2 minutes 30 to the Drake. It is 40 seconds to the Baron. That's what matters right now. Okay. When was the other time they did? As should be HLE getting the advantage once again. Wow, that is a long streak is okay, that's not starting that. Okay. So, before the Baron starts, it has been 8 years. If FlyQuest win this game, let alone the series, one, it would be the first time they beat the LCK in a best of, I believe. Like, it is not happened that they've beaten the LCK 1 seed in a best of. I don't think they've even beat the LCK in a best of ever. But it would be the first win at the World Championships against the Korean 1 seed in 8 years. When CLG took down the Rocks Tigers at 2016 Worlds, it would be their first win against the LCK 1 seeds. Oh, wait, hold on, Inspired. Not gonna get locked down. It's a bait into Doron, and Quad's on a rampage. And that's the green light they need to start the Baron. Can they burn it down? Zeka's just trying to split. And Hanwha are just gonna let this one go. They're gonna just try and trade this. And tier 2 and Drake, maybe the mid tier 2 on top of it. They're working on it. It's going to be really close, but they will get these tier 2s down. And now they need to pivot their focus to the Drake and FlyQuest. A nice win. Oh, baby! Driving from the fountain! Inspired forces the flash out of Zeka and burns his teleport. And Bwepo's going to be able to free push here. And that's going to be the turret going down. Oh, this is disaster for HLE. Is here comes Bwepo. He bases. He buys the jock shows. Are they even going to be able to contest this? Look where Peanut is. They're going to have to just give this over. FlyQuest get the Drake Soul. And it's another stone in their gauntlet of destruction against HLE in this game. Oh my goodness. Zeka thought he could get away with it, but you don't ever do that against Nunu. You can't run. He's so powerful. Oh my goodness. And now FlyQuest, 3,000 gold ahead. They are looking to make this the moment. The first win against the LCK 1 seed in 8 years at the World Championship. They haven't beaten the LCK at Worlds in 3 years. Their last win against the LCK was MSI 2022. This is everything if FlyQuest can do it. This is the copium, the hopium NA needs. That this is a squad they can believe in. And not going to connect with the snowball. But Zeka's rooted, inspired, going to keep throwing the snowballs. There's Bwepo going in. The ejection isn't going to matter. Zeka falls. I think Viper is going to follow. But Doron's there. Bwepo will give his life for the cause. But they're just going to keep on hitting Doron repeatedly. They're going to try and finish him. The flash, the snowball. Busio's going to pick up that one. The thorns find Masu. Masu falls. Busio still forwards. Going to get locked down. It's a double kill for Viper. Maybe they have not done it quite yet. And the belief is there, but the execution is quite not ready. FlyQuest get a lot of what they want. They go a bit bananas in the base. They thought maybe they could go and force a fight, but it has not quite been, that was not quite the case. But this is a really good start here. They get the eye. The eye is placed so well. Zeka just has to position there. And then Viper, how does Viper survive this? He is so close to falling. He survives on a sliver of health. Oh my goodness, a sliver of health is all that saved it. And Bwipo's just shaking it out. Where's Baron? 230. Okay. This is a stressful position to be in. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, on to Delight. Sorry, I got a phone call right at that moment. But it is Delight getting locked down, and maybe FlyQuest finally have the advantage they want as the Stranglethorns are going to hit 4, but Bwipo's going in. He's going ape in the base. They're going to be able to disengage 2 as well, as there's so much. FlyQuest thought they could get it, but the base is actually wiped there. The Stranglethorns caught a lot of members, yes, but that was a base-saving play right there from Peanut. And now, the calm before the storm. A minute to Baron, 2 to Elder. This is an intensity I wasn't expecting. Like, you know? An intensity I was not prepared for here. And FlyQuest not going to overextend. They'll take their 1-for-0 and no turret and call it a success. Okay, they have. Once. That is not a good sign. Okay. Baron on the docket. And FlyQuest are going. Zeka needs to keep this base safe. Teleporting in, he's cleared out the wave. You can see the ward down there. It's not going to do much for FlyQuest, though. And that Baron is already gone. And I think FlyQuest know that they've gotten something. But Bwipo's gone way too deep. But they're going to get Doron still. And that's going to force a flash out. Busio has locked down Peanut. But the damage from Viper is huge. True Shot Barrage is indeed going to hit true. And it's going to be a 1-for-1. And HLE, they have to play so careful, but they are prepared to always catch out FlyQuest. This is the Elder. As Inspired comes in, he's just going to use this for move speed. He's going to crash into the wall, and now the Elder started by HLE. Teleport coming in for FlyQuest. Delight unspotted. Zeka is way too far forwards, but they're hitting Bwipo. It's not going to do a ton. Peanut needs to be able to get in the pit, but Bwipo's just starting him off, and Zeka's already gone. Delight will fall. It is just Viper all alone. He's going to find 1. Can he find 3, though, is the question. As the inhib going to respawn, they can't end the game. And it's going to be the Elder for FlyQuest. Doron not able to get involved in the fight. He's got to clear out the base. And Inspired, you can tell how out of practice he is. You can tell how he's only been playing this a little bit just to get just because he knows it can catch a team off guard, catch him by surprise. He can't drive it that well. But FlyQuest are expanding this gold lead. They stretch it to 7,000. They are so close to tying up this series. They are so close to picking up a massive win. And Zeka's just got to try whatever he can. There's no yacht. Like, he just gets it, and he's going to be able to go 1-for-1. Viper is doing a ton here. So much damage, but he just doesn't quite have enough. Masu and Inspired able to just tank it up. And you could see the various states of being in the FlyQuest green room. In the FlyQuest coach, the FlyQuest green room. As you have Nuke, Duck, and Smithy smiles on the face as they secure another major objective. And then you can see some of the other guys. Some of the assistants or backups stressed as hell. And that is how it is, honestly, entering this. We saw that out of GAM. Like, this is something we see out of GAM. Like, we're not there yet, don't celebrate too early kind of thing. But you can't help but feel a little bit of excitement. But after our last game went, anything can be the end here. As FlyQuest going to take down this top lane inhibitor. They have a big wave to work with. They can start pounding on these Nexus turrets. Can they do it? Bwipo going in. They've locked down Delight. But he's blocking so much damage. But the other gonna find one. The other gonna find two. Make it three. FlyQuest have done it. There is no doubt about it now. Zeka. It is Viper versus all of FlyQuest. And he's driving around. Oh, they gotta escort the next wave in. And it is just Viper. There is no chance that this is going to be stopped. FlyQuest have done it. They have evened up the series, and for the first time in 8 years, North America will take a game off of the LCK 1 seed. For the first time in 2 years, they will win a game against the LCK as well at a major, at a major tournament. Oh, MSI. Oh, shoot, I forgot about that one. Oh, my God. I forgot about the MSI series, even though I talk about it, like, too much. But for the first time at Worlds since 2018, or 2016, they'll take a game off of the LCK 1 seeds. For the first time in 3 years, they will take a game off of Korea at Worlds. It's been a rough few years for North America at the World Championships. And now you can say after what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 consecutive games. You did it. It was when Team Liquid beat Gen.G at 2021 Worlds, and it's been a long time coming. Now, will FlyQuest continue this momentum? They played so well in that mid-late game. That game went so long. Will they carry that momentum into the finale, into the final game of the day? Can FlyQuest be the first North American team to eliminate the LCK champions from the World Championship? I will see you for game number 3 between Hanwha Life Esports and FlyQuest. And it is time for the ultimate decider. FlyQuest even out the series in game number 2 against Hanwha Life Esports. And we are on the brink of history. They already made some kind of history. First win against the Korean 1 seed in... first win at Worlds against Korea in 2 years. First against the Korean 1 seed in 8 years. It is so strong. The last time, they're mentioning it on stream right now, but I was going to mention the LCS, or North America as a unit, even before the LCS, have 3 wins in best of series against Korean teams. 2 of them are at IEM. One of them is the Jin Air Green Wings, which respect. IEM 10 San Jose, and then TSM over ESC Ever at the IEM 10 Championship. But the only one that's ever happened at an official modern international event, C9 take down the Afrika Freaks to punch their ticket to the 2018 World's Quarterfinals, or the World Semifinals. It was a 3-0 sweep. That is the only win the LCS has ever gotten over Korea in a best of series. Team Liquid got 2-1 at the EWC, which we're not counting, by T1. They got 3-1 at MSI. It's been a bad run. Let's put it nicely. It's been a bad time for North American teams here against Korean teams. And to not only pick up your first best of all, and that's Skarner and Stalaked here for Peanut, but to pick up the first best of win since you made the semifinals of the World Championships for your region, but to also do it against a seed that you have never beaten in a best of ever. It is like, to beat one of the best teams in the world right now would be insane and would be so much hype for FlyQuest entering the quarterfinals as they lock in the Kaisa for Masu. Again, what is on the line here besides some history for North America? It would be a quarterfinals berth for either of these teams. The other one will join Dplus KIA in the 2-2 bracket, as Vi going to be locked in here for Inspired. What else is at stake? Of course, at international events, the LCK has won their last, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 consecutive matches. Whether that's best of ones or fives or threes, excluding the Esports World Cup because that's non-canon garbage. Zaya going to be locked in here for Viper, but it has been 12 meetings since the LCS has beaten the LCK in any capacity. That is spanning back to MSI 2022, when EG took down T1 on the 4th day of the Rumble. Silas undefeated, a nice pick ban rate, but it's going to get ruined in hopes that Zeka, a man who made his name on this champion at the 2022 World Championships, hoping he can do it. Has Zeka never... Oh, this would be the first time for Zeka, it seems. Yeah, Zeka has never beaten has never faced North America, actually, in his career. So this would be a first. I looked at it. I was like, huh, he was on D+ last year, wasn't he? Also, other history. It was Inspired picked up oh shoot, that's Casio for quad again. Okay, but really quickly, Inspired picks up the first win for Nunu since 2017 MSI, when Trick won back-to-back games against GAM and then TSM. It's the first win at Worlds since Season 3, when Watch of Najin Black won on Nunu against Gambit Esports. So yeah, history was made last game by FlyQuest. Like, that was a pair of droughts ended. First Nunu in 7 years. It's a W. First win in 8 years against the Korean 1 seed for the LCS at the World Championships. There's so many things at stake here, and that's a lot of support bans and Bwipo's Olaf taken away. It is the first... It is so important that they get this win, because I don't know what FlyQuest are going to do. They are going to get... they should have the confidence to carry on, but who knows? It is not easy to pull yourself back here if this is a series you lose, as Rel going to be the lock-in for Busio here. They're going to save top for counterpick once again. But this is just so dangerous. This is a scary series, because FlyQuest should have won. It feels like FlyQuest should have 2-0'd. But they just have not gotten the chance. One fight was all it took. As that's Poppy locked in for Doran, or for Delight, actually, not even Doran. I'm so used to it not being a support that it's like, oh, it's not support, but it's always been support. Now, what is going to be the top lane pick here? No Jax, no Yone. That's a Gnar lock-in. Okay. And for Bwippo, no Renekton available. No Olaf, no Jax. What does he want? Sion? I was going to say maybe Sion. But this is a pick we saw earlier against Gam as they slowly rolled over and suffocated them. It was a very boring game. It was just miserable. They had nothing that could damage the Scion, so he was just free to do whatever he wanted. And this is for all the marbles. There's no more opportunities after this. This is for everything. The winner of this goes to the quarterfinals. They get what they want. They don't have to worry about getting eliminated quite yet. They get the best of fives. And most importantly, they get their region's champion into the knockouts. Very rarely do regional champions not make it out of the knockout stage or make it to the knockout stage. I believe Korea has not had one fail yet, as this is a danger to them. This is reputation on the line. North America would get their second consecutive world or their second consecutive champion in the knockout stage. Korea, it would just be another day at the office. And this is going to be tense. I want to see what these two teams are going to do here because it is game 3. It is all to play for. And we got some confident comps coming out. Bwippo on a champ. He is super confident on Doran and his most played champion in his career. Zeka on the champ he made a name on. That and Akali are the Zeka champions, man. Quad hasn't really gotten the Cassio a ton. He is kind of noted for it because he is one of the very few players still championing Cassiopeia. I mean, these ADCs, Viper, oh, it was not Viper who did that. No, it was Viper, the famous quadra kill, of course, at the World Championships. Oh my goodness, back when he was on Griffin. So this is a... Was that a penta? Damn, I thought it was a quad. No. Yeah, the champ he got a pentakill on all the way back in 2019 before the implosion of Griffin, before the Great Griffin implosion. I got that stuck in my head, but lane swaps coming through. Why does Viper have 2 career wins on team up? Anyways, this is going to be not as good for the Scion as it was last time. Last time it was a Jhin. This time it's a Xayah who has a lot more potential to shred him to pieces. And so I don't know if Bwippo's gonna... I mean, Bwippo's obviously gonna come in with confidence. It's Bwippo. He's gonna come with the confidence that we expect him to have. But I don't know if he's gonna come in with the just pure unafraidness that we've seen him come with. Doran not contesting Masu. He hasn't seen Busio yet. As Peanut invading here, as they finally spotted out the ancient Yordle, the prehistoric Yordle. Nope, there's nothing. I can't think of a thing. It is not... I need to see something from HLE because they've had good early games and fallen apart. It has not felt like HLE are confident at all as Peanut continuing to get this invade. He's going to start peeling back. I don't think he knows Inspired's here. He's just guessing because he knows the top side was cleared. I don't know if Inspired knows he's been invaded. And finally going to see it. Where's the fight here? Whippo going to get rooted up. It will be Peanut picking up the blue buff, it seems. And Viper is just getting to chunk out Whippo, and that is the downside of not facing Jin this time. As see Busio and Delight starting a fight up here, as there's the crash down coming through level 2 for Delight. He's getting chased down by Masu. Masu going to be able to just not get it. Kaisa's range is the big downside there, as Viper's going to have to flash here. Inspire. Oh, tried to get it. Just missed the flash. And Hanwha keep putting on the pressure. Or keep winning, I guess. Not even putting on the pressure. I mean, Inspired. It was a ballsy play. I was like, is he going to do it? I thought it was going to... I mean, I was like, if he wants to hit this, he's going to have to guess the flash. And it is not easy to guess flashes. I'll give you that much. It is not that easy to guess flashes when it's not in an obvious, like, when they're not in a clear direction. Obviously, he was like, he's going to flash towards his turret, but that's all he's able to guess. So flash for flash does not go in his favor. Otherwise, HLE mostly in a good spot here. They do lose some CS on the Gnar due to early disadvantages. The Scion could just ignore. Like, if Whippo's worried about losing his life, pretty much as long as he doesn't do anything completely stupid, he should have been fine, and he was. He was just waiting. Playing the waiting game to catch his waves. These small advantages, I don't know if they're going to really turn into anything. It's really hard to predict if a microscopic advantage at 5 minutes is going to cascade into a giant advantage at advantage. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. A giant advantage. Giant advantage. Oh my god. At any other point of the match. As Viper has an Ophelio skin. Yeah, I just had to remember. I just had to remember what he had, okay? Oh, Doron should be able to get out of here safely. Has the hop. Doesn't even need to burn anything. He's just gonna take his reset. Oh. Yeah. There we go. I keep hitting this tiny thing because hoodie strings are uneven. I'm sorry. Teleport's coming in. They do have the counter pick here. That is the thing about them showing Kaisa early, is that they are just able to lock in this Xayah. And I really thought about it because they haven't laned against each other, but this is going to be an issue later on for FlyQuest to deal with. Because Inspired, Busio, Masu, they're all going to get hit pretty hard by the Feather Caller, or by the Blade Caller, because champions that want to dive don't tend to do well against Xayah, an anti-dive champion. Duh. The Grubs will go and face. Oh, odd. Can he get the lockdown onto Zeka? He can't. But it is. Okay. Who's he gonna get the stun? And Peanut down. Oh, wow. Peanut up. I mean, 12 CS should be, yep, 12 CS, so about 2 or 3 camps. But Doron is just getting bullied off, right? He's just getting bullied off of wave. A slight advantage for the Kite, or for the Xayah right now, thanks to a plating in the bot lane and a wave advantage. Masu just gonna keep getting chunked down by Viper. Gonna keep hitting. A lot of these is there's the crash down, but Peanuts here. Busio flashing away. The Impale connects, and it's gonna be first blood for Viper. And HLE continue to flex their early game might that they've had all series, but they need to transition. It is most important right now. They are just really good. This is it's still a dangerous team. Even if they've been playing some questionable phases of the game, can't not say this is a dominant team. I mean, Viper, yeah. 1,200 damage per minute in a 40-minute game is insane. And we are never, ever seeing something that is just crazy. Unimaginable. 37-minute game. How much damage did this guy do? Jack of all trades as well as crazy. 45k. Clears everyone by like 9. Absurd. 9,000 damage ahead of everyone else. Yeah, this guy is a hyper carry, to say the least. If I've ever seen one. Ooh, that's pretty. Inspired unspotted, but HLE just play careful. They will eventually spot him out. Or waste enough time that he can't do anything with it. And that's in essence. That is early essence. We're not going to step any further forwards. FlyQuest are really waiting for this play. You know, unspotted here. Gonna go over the wall. They should just be able to stop this. Oh, he's just gonna get jumped on there as the Impale forces flash, but the flash follow Q for Doron means that it's 1, but it's actually going to be huge in the bot lane as Masu falls as well. And does Viper have the damage at this point? That cleanse is a bit excessive. He thought he can maybe chase him down, but he can't. It is a 3-for-1 in the bot lane. Disaster striking all over the map for FlyQuest. Oh no, what happened in bot lane? I was only watching the top lane fight at the time. And that is several losses for FlyQuest, to say the least, as this will all... I say to say the least, I'm sorry. That is several losses for FlyQuest there. Just everywhere on the map is getting stomped, it turns out. And that is a 6 grub sweep on top of it. It is a 3k gold lead nearly. Or nearly a 3k gold lead. Okay, what happens? What on earth happens? They know that there's a play there. And Delight instantly flashes away. And nice stun. And then, what the hell? There's no way he gets that. And then, good flash for flash there. I think Busio... I think that's a bit excessive from Viper, but still very well played by Hanwha Life. Delight saving the play there with that double airborne. Double knockup is kind of nuts. Kind of nuts, Delight. That is an early Heartsteel finish. How much is... Oh, I don't know how much it is on 14.8. That's the only issue, is how much it is 14.8, because that is the patch that they are playing on. So we're just going to look it up. Hello. I was looking at old cosmetics for no particular reason. But essence 2900. I don't know if that's old one looks really goofy. Hanwha Life will even out the Drakes as well. Should be easy second Drake. So this is a 3100 gold item. Or no, yeah, 3100. It wouldn't be completely reduced to its current 2900 price until the item rework, which they are not playing on, obviously. Otherwise, we would see some very interesting choices, and we might even see a lethal tempo out of like 2 people. Whippo is tanky. He's going to get locked down, just doesn't get reached. If Whippo got reached there by Peanut, Peanut is just going to, just going to impale him. Doesn't get the root. Do they still have the damage for this? As he's going for another decimating smash, Viper is going to root him again. There's so much damage here going out from Hanwha Life. As, Peanut going all the way around. They're trying to dive Zeka here. They're trying to get him on the enemy jungle, and that's the bonk away. And I think they're going to find Inspired here as Viper's fall has finally killed off Whippo, and he's just got to run, and he will survive. They're going to get Zeka eventually. And it's a 1-for-1 across the map, but it is another huge advantage going to Viper here. Turret will fall. First turret will fall on top of that. I think it was for platings as well. Another kill goes over. This is HLE sided by a lot. 3K gold lead at 14 minutes. This is Hanwha Life playing, to their strength. They have a good early game, and they continue to just push that advantage. They know that Sion's not going to do anything in this early game. And, 2K, almost flat there. And Peanut getting a ton of money off of getting his laners fed. This is a bit more of not only what we were expecting, but a bit more of what was happening in these early games. FlyQuest weren't really getting a ton of advantages. FlyQuest, not even famously, just were notably getting starved out, especially in top lane last game. They put all this effort into killing Whippo. They had Doran gank. They ganked Doran so many times. They dove Whippo so many times. They dove like 3 times last game. As Busio going to get hit by Delight, and I don't think Delight is really going to care. So much damage coming out from this full tank Poppy. They nerfed it. They nerfed a lot, some of Poppy's damage, but I don't think it's enough. Poppy is so strong. And Viper gonna continue to just be a farming machine. Over 30 CS ahead flat, actually. So I thought it was gonna be a little over. Nope. 30 CS ahead. 2,000 gold ahead right now. He's going to finish his second item so quickly. Like stretches. Like Masu just got to, or has been on his first item for a little bit. Viper's gonna base and be done with his second item before Masu even has a chance to consider it. And Rift Herald going down. Zeka's here. He has the Petrifying Gaze right now. But this turret should fall. They're going to give him, well, not solo gold because it's credit. Doran's first item is finished. Unending Despair is the choice here. Oh, no, not again. We've seen some really bad driving this game, or this series, and today in general, actually. As, oh, baby. Zeka did pass the driving classes, unlike some of his contemporaries. And that's the guy. You keep giving Zeka that. He knows how to drive it. There you go. 4,000. Oh, baby. 5K. It's going to climb to 5,000 gold ahead for Hanwha Life here. Oh. Oh, no. It is very hard for FlyQuest to find anything here. They are just trying and not succeeding at the moment to come up with an angle to salvage this game, as it's kind of already in a state of disrepair. This is already in a state of saving. Viper is very strong, already flicker bladed up and already going towards his third item. Turret 2 falls as well, and now it's going to just be Drake on top. It's Salt and Wounds. They're pouring Salt and Wounds. Forget about Wounds. They're pouring Salt and Eyes. It is very hard for FlyQuest to find an advantage here. They will burn a teleport to go to top, or not even burn. They'll just use a teleport topside, and they're going to lose a lot of this turret. They will get the tier 1 at least top lane, but everything's getting canceled. Finally, we'll get the Drake. They'll lose a chunk of the bot lane. They'll lose almost half of that tier 2. Whippo finally gonna get to ulti. Has to burn his flash for it though. And it is more advantages for HLE across the board here. Still just winning everywhere. Flash and ulti out of the Scion in exchange for nothing. They used a teleport for a play that was already secured, honestly. They're just waiting. They wait for FlyQuest to step up, and they're just going to punish. What's he doing? He's waiting for blue buff. Okay. Now fully 5,000 down, as they should also grab this blue buff to continue putting FlyQuest behind. Oh, Inspired wins this might fight. Where the hell is the play? Like, what the hell is the play? Inspired just can't really play anywhere right now. FlyQuest Hanwha are just in control here. There have been pretty much zero mistakes so far. Even with 2 deaths, like, there's been 0 mistakes. They've been... What? They lost the Poppy in a bot lane 2-for-1, and they lost Zeka on an invade, or on FlyQuest invade. So, while they traded that kill in top lane, and got a turret. So, it's been a pretty solid game, honestly. And, okay, win prob, yeah. It's not likely that's gonna... Again, requires context. It doesn't take into account the fact that FlyQuest, even though they are massively behind, will spike, actually. While Hanwha kind of already hit their power spikes, which is a problem in its own right, but Whippo and Quad are just going to continue to get better in value, as seeing Quad come up on the finished Roa. I mean, Whippo's just going to stack Soul Furnace and be Scion. That's all he really needs. Delight forced to flash out there. Ooh, nice dodge. They can't collapse. There's no chance. They go over this collapse, they die. Oh. Just assumes there's people up here. I don't think he saw anyone. That's going to be more of a reminder here. For Viper, he's already 3 items. What the hell? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Holy piss, Viper. How much gold do you have? They have not shown us the gold, like, per player. What the... And Baron just started. They have so much damage here. Oh. Baron just going to keep going down here, as Busio going to try and lock down someone. Jump in onto Delight is not there. They've gotten Viper, but he's able to jump away. Viper good for 1. Masu has 2, but he's going to keep free firing. There's another for Peanut coming in. Do FlyQuest have what it takes to pull this back? They need to keep Masu safe. Zeka goes 3 for 2, or makes it a 3 for 2. Masu going to get locked down. Say goodnight. 4 for 2 for FlyQuest. For HLE, and they are burning down 11,000. 11K for Viper this game already. Holy. And this isn't easy. A free Baron. I don't know if they're going to stall it. Yep, they're going to stall it out. They want Viper to have this. And it will go down nice and easy. Well buffered as well by Hanwha Life to get themselves the full 5 Baron buff. This is going poorly for FlyQuest, to say the least. 7,000 gold behind. Viper alone is up 2,000 gold, and he has 11k in pocket. And they get the jump onto Viper, and it's so good, but they don't hit Masu here. So maybe there's an opportunity, but Quad's down now, which means your dual damage carries are gone. You have 2 tanks and a Kaisa who can't really do anything anymore, because look at the health bars. It gets away from the Gnar, but Zeka's here to just make it impossible. And Doran gonna pick up that kill, and it's going poor. It's all gone downhill. It's gone to crud. It's disaster. It's terrible. FlyQuest played 2 good games. They played 2 really good games, and Hanwha Life are saying there's no third one in you. They are crushing them so far. And with the Sion ulti, this is dangerous territory as Doran tearing down this tier 2. HLE just starting to pressure this tier 3. They've gotten it halfway down now. And there's no objectives for 4 minutes, though. So it's just going to be pushing out these waves. I'm still not over the fact that Viper had 10k gold before anyone had 8k. This guy is so fed. I mean, Masu's trying. He's trying to pull this game back, but it's just not happening for him. Team is just trying to get him to carry, and it's not happening so far. It is so difficult. Zeka sees the play. He's going to get locked down. There's the gold, and there's the stasis coming in. He's going to flash, but it's into the waiting arms of FlyQuest support. Masu takes out Zeka, but there's the stun onto Bwipo. That's the downside of having, being that big. Being that big means that you get locked down really easily, and there's the Gnar ulti. Bwipo goes low. Bwipo's going to be in zombie state. Viper, 5 kills on the game now as they're trying to lock down Delight. Viper's being pushed away, though, by Bwipo, and Delight's going to die here. Is this the opportunity they've gotten? Peanut. 3-man impale is huge. It's a double. Make it a triple. No, he stole it. And Hanwha Life are done playing with FlyQuest. They say enough is enough. They're throwing this one into the done pile. They're putting FlyQuest in the dumpster in game number 3. They're saying it's all not even gonna matter. You could take a game, you won't take the series, you won't do it. And FlyQuest didn't have it in them in the end. They're trying to stall for as long as they can. The wave is here. But they're going to get him to back off, and they've maybe survived. But Bwipo teleporting way behind. That's going to be a kill for Busio. That is a narrow victory, to say the least. Like, it is narrow win there for FlyQuest. They almost lost that entire game off of that play. They wipe the floor with them in this, and it almost... There's some nice plays. Bwipo stalls a long time, actually, and eats a lot of cooldowns. But from here, they get the jump onto Peanut, and this is not the champ you want to jump on. I'm going to give you that much info. This is not a champ you can afford to jump on, as that's going to happen. And FlyQuest now know they can't do that. And that's painful. Oh my god. And they just barely have the respawns to cover the base. The wave wasn't quite there. The Baron buff wasn't quite with them. But FlyQuest, they got to find a miracle. They need anything they can find here because it's either Baron or Drake. And either one is not that great. Masu going to get his base off here. And now FlyQuest, they have to give soul. They don't have a choice. They can't even trade it. They need to. If they overcommit to this play, the base could be gone. There's no teleports for HLE available, but that is super. That would have been 2 waves of super minions pounding down your towers. FlyQuest could not afford to just let that go and then fight 5v4. And that is a full... Oh my god. This is going to be a full build. This is going to be a Bloodthirster coming through because, of course... What are the damage numbers? I need to see. 40% damage share. Right now, 16,000 gold for Viper, and that means this Baron is not even a question. He's going to finish that one off. It's going to be another Baron buff for Hanwha Life Esports, and it's been a good series, FlyQuest, but not good enough. The Gnar going to get dodged by the Unstoppable, but it's just a matter of time here. Viper is 4 items. He's looking at the Thirster on base, and there's the jump in on a quad. They're locking him down. Can he get the ulti off? Maybe, but the Impale is not that bad, but it's already 1 falling. It's going to be quad responding with 1. Viper doesn't have the kills in him, but it doesn't matter. Zeka has him in kind. Doron double kill. Zeka double kill. Hanwha Life Esports finish the job, and FlyQuest will not be the first. They will not be the history makers. They will not be the record breakers. Hanwha Life break FlyQuest and punch their ticket to the quarterfinals, and will be the first regional champion to make it that far this Worlds somehow. But it was a damn good series from FlyQuest, to say the least. They almost, so close actually, to getting the 2-0, but it was not enough. They'll just have to settle for the 2-1. And it's still good. The first game win at Worlds against an LCK 1 seed since the Rocks Tigers versus CLG back in 2016. Imagine that. Their first win against the LCK at Worlds in 3 years. Their second game win against them of the season. But the set win still eludes North America, and that's rough. That one's gotta hurt, honestly. I don't know what they busted out the secret picks, they busted out the pocket picks. It just feels like the impossible for FlyQuest in that one. Defying the odds, sadly, was not in the cards, and that means that Viper is going to the knockout stage. My guy had a fantastic series. Just fantastic series. I don't know what else to say about it because it was so dominant. What is that? I mean, he's had 3 good games in a row. 21 kills this series. Are you kidding? 21, 6, and 16... 12? 21, 6, and 12. Oh my god, Viper. My guy obliterated FlyQuest almost single-handedly, it seems. But just the team play from Hanwha Life kept getting... was so good in that game, and it showed that maybe there is something to this team. There's been a lot of doubters. I've been one of them that don't think they really are the best team from the LCK, and that series against Gen.G kind of proved it, but they're still damn good. And now they've got to translate it to the knockout stage, honestly. I think that they're going to end up like a team like EDG. They're going to have they can make it to the knockouts, but it's not going to matter because they're going to get knocked out in the quarterfinals. So they need to prove not only me, but a lot of people wrong and make them shut up and make them believe that this team truly can be the team that will bring Peanut to his world championship that has eluded him throughout his career. And honestly, just prove they're better than Gen.G, because I don't believe it still. But for FlyQuest, an incredible series, 2 great games. Sadly, one team fight went awry in the first one, and it cost them the potential series win. And now they sit at 2-2. They await whoever the winners of the 1-2 and the remaining loser of the 2-1. That is really all they can do, is sit and wait, because they have they got a date on Sunday with somebody. Who's that somebody? We don't know, but they got a date with them, and they're going to have to just prep for a lot of teams and wait, because they're not going to know who they're facing till the day before the match. And that's got to be a bit stressful of the teams they've faced so far. We know they can't face PSG or GAM, and they can't face D+. So they can't face those 3 opponents unless those are the only opponents they can face. So far, D+ is there. If GAM and PSG make it, then they're facing G2? Do they face G2 or Fnatic there? The winner, yeah. If that's the case, they face the winner of T1 G2 or Fnatic Weibo Gaming. That is a very wishful situation. PSG take on Billy Gaming. We're gonna cope real hard that we can win it, but FlyQuest, they have some tough opponents ahead of them regardless, because pretty much they faced the 2 easiest opponents they could have drawn to open the tournament. They are pretty much by default going to face a pretty tough opponent because they got the other ones out the way early. And so FlyQuest to the 2-2, DK to the 2-2, top esports sweep, Hanwha Life Esports dominant game 3 at least, to send themselves to the knockout stage. And that is it for Worlds Day 6. I will see you tomorrow for G2 T1, the rematch of a lifetime. Again. And Billy Gaming PSG, the actual rematch of a lifetime. It was somehow a 3-2. I don't know what PSG were cooking that day, but they almost beat Billy Gaming in a 5-game series at MSI. I could not tell you how they did it. They're going to have to do it again. We've beaten them in a best of 3, technically. If you count that best of 5, we were up 2-1. We can cope our way to a win, but I will see you tomorrow. I have been Box Kimchi. This has been the Kimchi Cast, and let's go PSG. We got this tomorrow. Oh boy, we're gonna die tomorrow, aren't we? I'll see you. I'll see you for the funeral.